Let's go. If you got a Mr. Mutombo at home and you out in the jungle, you better not talk about FBA. If you had a wedding and you had nothing but elephants as the bridesmaids, you better not talk about FBA. And if you had your honeymoon in the bushes with the bushmeat, keep FBA out your mouth. Because if you are a certified foundational Black American regulator, I need you to stand up. Tupac, let them know.
Kid, what y'all think? If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans? And we out here dying. We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
Certified all the time. Foundational Black American regulators. Now I just want somebody, anybody, everybody to regulate. Let's go. I see Portland's in the building. ATL's in the building. Shout out to you. I believe I seen Boston up in here. Chicago, Illinois, stand up, represent all the Georgias in here, all of Florida, the whole damn South, the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. We represent family. California, DC, Oklahoma City, Columbia, South Carolina, Newark, New Jersey. I see Augusta, Mississippi's in here. I see 2 Mississippis in here. Houston, Trenton. Let's go. Foundational Black American regulators. I need everybody to stand all the way up, fam, because we about to go to work, as you know, and we proceed. Family, let's get this clear. Foundational Black Americans, we are lineage, heritage, and culture. Anybody who says they don't know that we are lineage, heritage, and culture is an op. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't give a damn if you from Africa. I don't give a damn if you from Jamaica or Haiti. I don't give a damn if you from Asia. I don't give a damn if you from Mexico. I don't care. Foundational Black Americans run the yard, and it's because Foundational Black Americans says so. So I heard somebody named Tasha K or Tether K, or I don't know what the hell, was saying that foundational Black Americans are like the KKK. And then, before we even broadcast it, she tried to walk it back. Family, do y'all accept her apology for just a few days ago saying we KKK? And now she's saying she apologizes because she didn't know. Let me know right now, my certified foundational Black Americans. Do you accept Tether K's apology? And I believe I'm about to see a bunch of hell no's in a bunch of colorful ass ways, because y'all know that's what FBA do. But let me tell you one thing for certain, fam. We ain't playing games with nobody. We letting everybody know exactly what it is. Our lineage, heritage, and culture will not be disrespected. We've been disrespected long enough. Go ahead and look at the back. Go ahead and look at the past. Go ahead and look at before. Not right now. You will respect foundational Black Americans. This go for Godfrey, Milk Dud, Tasha K, any of them. FBA's in the building, and we're going to stand on that certified time all the damn way. Certified regulators, let's go to work. I see y'all in here right now. And I need you to go ahead and represent, because one thing for certain, fam, this is right now the era of I am a foundational Black American, and we are number one because we said so. Let's go to work. Fam, look at this right here. Why she get this lineage started? Oh, we're going to break it all the way down. But let's listen to what she said first.
Tasha, what do you think about the FBA movement? My kids are African. My grandfather is Bahamian. What? Knowing that we're Hebrew. Even though your lineage could come from South Africa or Liberia, or hell, your lineage may come from Jamaica, may come from Latin America. You don't damn know. They called my husband an African booty scratcher. Here's what I would say about the FBA movement. It's no different than the KKK. Meant to divide, meant to separate you, to isolate you, to have you looking at other races that look like you and hating them for no reason. That is the same foundation and principles that the Ku Klux Klan build themselves on.
Freeze. Bout ain't. Separate from who? Separate from what? We was never connected to any of these people because we are an independent lineage. You know, by ourselves, on our own, doing the damn thing. Ain't no separation from people who looks like us. The only people who look like us are the people who've always been next to us, and that is us. It's foundational Black Americans. You can't combine us or connect us to anybody and then get upset when we say we ain't them. We are our own, not because you want us to be, not because you hope us to be, because that's the way it is. We didn't create it. We just enforcing it, fam, and we enforcing everything. I don't give a damn if you married to a tether man, okay? And something's wrong with his hairline. And every time he lifts his arms up, it get musty every time. Shout out to New Edition. Family, that's a tether must problem. We ain't got them problems. And notice everybody who's on that tether train, they all come up with these fake straw man arguments against FBA. Ain't nobody said that about her husband. Fam, this sounds just like somebody calling into a space saying we was mean to them when they was in the 3rd grade. It's not my fault you was 30 in the 3rd grade. But it is your fault that your ass is about to get deported. This is the FBA's not saving my people from deportation energy. And now they about to see some FBA don't give a damn energy. And it's about to come certified. Fam, watch how she starts it off and says that she's a tether.
What do you think about the FBA movement? My kids are African. My grandfather is Bahamian. Knowing that we're Hebrew, even though your lineage could come from South Africa or...
South Africa? FBA, we don't come from no South Africa. We don't come from South America. Uh-oh. Notice, fam, she's half Bohemian. Wait a minute. Whoa. Did I hear this correctly?
FBA movement. My kids are African.
Okay.
My grandfather is Bahamian. No, my grandfather is Bahamian. My grandfather is Bahamian. No.
Oh, fam. So we done had a tether this whole damn time. This is a gossiping tether. Only thing worse than a regular tether is a gossiping tether. Family, this is what this is about. So she got that tether energy inside of her that's upset with FBA. Mr. Mutombo is about to go home, so that's got her upset with FBA. These are just a bunch of mad people. Fam, they upset because we so joyous right now. Make it make sense, family. Notice that there's a pattern with all these people. Either they're tethers or they're swirling with tethers. That's the real problem.
That we're Hebrew. Even though your lineage could come from South Africa or Liberia, or hell, your lineage may come from Jamaica, may come from Latin America.
What? Fam, now listen. Notice, y'all, it starts off with what we said about her husband allegedly to now she's starting trying to remix the whole lineage. I thought she said she didn't know much about us, fam. I thought she said she didn't know much about FBA. These people know everything about FBA. By the time somebody speaks about FBA, they already know everything about FBA because FBA is everywhere. Notice it started off with you called me a name, and now it quickly transitioned into some remixing of our culture. It could be Jamaican. It could be South African. It's Hebrew. Notice this, family. Oh, we gonna break it all the way down the way we do things over here on this side. We're going to point to all of the fraudulent, all the tether, all the FLIR activities.
You don't damn know. They called my husband an African booty scratcher. Here's what I would say about the FBA movement. It's no different than the KKK. Meant to divide, meant to separate you, to isolate you, to have you looking at other races that look like you and hating them for no reason. That is the same foundation and principles that the Ku Klux Klan build themselves on, which is protecting their whiteness, their pureness.
Fam, now they done turned this into comparing us to a terrorist organization. Look at this, fam. Foundational Black Americans ain't never done none of that stuff. As a matter of fact, her talking points are closer to the KKK than anything we've ever said. Oh, you know Black Alpha gonna hit him with that clap back. Let's go.
Knowing that they are not pure, it's a lie. And I don't get involved in these types of conversations because it's ridiculous. And it's very unintelligent to talk about.
Coming from somebody whose whole life is based on gossiping about other grown folks' business. Contradiction, hypocrisy, bigotry, tether energy.
To even speak on that, I would deny my own children, my own grandfather, my own mother, just to protect what? A movement? Tasha, what do you think of
a movement? This ain't no movement. This is a lineage. Oh, fam, she went even further off the deep end.
An African booty scratcher. They said that I cannot speak on the foundational Black American movement because I'm married to a booty scratcher.
You can't speak on it because clearly you're not a foundational Black American. Not 100%. Mrs. My grandfather was Bohemian and my kids is African and my husband is Mutombo. No. That's why. See, fam, the same people who always get mad at us for not allowing them to speak on us is because of this right here. They start saying ignorant-ish like the KKK. Remember when James Small said the CIA? This is why we don't let just anybody talk about us. You're having a meltdown because you can't speak on FBA. Because if you did speak on FBA, you would start saying wild stuff like this right here. Slander. This is why, fam, they melt down because we ain't allowing them to talk.
Which they're entitled to their opinion. That's fine. That's totally fine. But here's what I think about the FBA movement and any other movement that has to do with Young Pharaoh,
what?
Brother Polite,
what?
Dr. Umar Johnson.
Dr. Umar? You talking about Dr. Kubar Vasquez? You talking about Mr. Invisible School? Are you talking about the Prince of Pan Pizza? Is that what we talking about? You can't be talking about that. Listen how she just naming people. She just started naming folk. When you start talking about him and them and that man over there, there was a bum I seen on the corner, him too. See, fam, this is why we don't let them talk about our lineage. They'll start crowbarring people in it, and they'll just start saying random things to slander us. Did she just say Dr. Kubar? Family, this is Tether K. She's not Tasha K anymore. She's Tether K. Either she's Tether K by DNA or she's Tether K by D-I-C-K. Oh, snap. Goddamn. I said it. Damn right I said it. Whatever they said, I said it. This is why we don't let nobody talk about our lineage, heritage, and culture because of this right here. Family, this is what I'm talking about. These individuals all know what foundational Black Americans are. We are a lineage. We're a lineage because that's what it is. You can't twist it. You can't tangle it. You can't flip it. See, what we're going in now, fam, is the era where they're accepting the fact that they can't turn it around. They tried to flip it. They tried to put other little things in it. They tried to remix it, play dumb, act like they didn't know what was happening. And guess what we did, fam? We smacked every last one of those down. Now they done ran out of excuses. So now they're saying, well, you like them. No, you like them. Well, y'all divisive. We was never connected. Family, you can only divide from something you were connected to. We've never been connected to Africa. We're not African Americans. We've never been connected to the POCs. We're not people of color. We Black. We foundational Black American. Family, that's 3 words and they're all clear. If you don't understand it, it's because your ass don't want to understand it. We know what it is. This lineage, heritage, and culture is taken over. Anybody who says that they don't know what FBA is, they know damn well what FBA is. They just trying to play dumb. But the days of playing dumb is over, fam. It's a new year. This the FBA time frame, baby. This the reparations generation. And with the Renaissance comes the regulating. Remember that, fam. With the Renaissance comes the regulating, and we all doing that. Tether K is upset because her tether husband is getting delineated from. That's what it's really about. And then she sees that her children are in the line of all of that based on the fact that their father is a tether. We didn't make it this way. Why does everybody make it look like FBA created lineage, heritage, and culture? We didn't create it, okay? You're just mad that we're doing it, and lineage strengthens us. That's what it is, fam. See, they ain't got no problem with someone else being a lineage. Go to Africa right now, fam. They ain't got no problem with lineage. Hell, they ain't got a problem with tribe. How the hell can these individuals bang on tribe, but we can't stand on lineage? You notice this, fam? It ain't ever a problem with what we're doing. It's a problem with us doing it. Well, damn it, you're going to have a long problem. And the fact that we don't let these individuals talk on us, that's what's got them upset. Because when you let people talk, this go for all the let them talk folks out there. Family, y'all know over here, the regulators, we ain't letting no damn body talk. Haven't the world had enough to talk? Hasn't the world had enough to speak? Family, how many people for hundreds of years have spoke on foundational Black Americans out of pocket? Haven't we passed that? Black Americans, ain't we past the time of letting people talk? You see what letting people talk gets you? Every time someone is let to talk, allowed to talk, go ahead and give them a microphone. They start saying a bunch of bullshit. So family, simply what we did, we done snatched the mic from them. If there's going to be any voice, it's going to be foundational Black Americans. If it's going to be anybody on the main stage, it's going to be foundational Black Americans. It's going to be us and nobody else. So Miss Tether K is mad, but Miss Tether K is going to have to stay mad because we ain't accepting none of your excuses. You violate, we going to demonstrate. Consider that the violation. Consider this the demonstration. We going to demonstrate the foundational Black Americans is standing on business 24/7, 365. We going to demonstrate the foundational Black Americans are not emotional. We ain't got no feelings. Only thing that matters right now is winning right now. And if you ain't winning, sit your ass on the corner, or in her case, she can sit her ass over there next to that honey badger, because foundational Black Americans, we ain't from Africa, we ain't from the Bahamas, we ain't from Jamaica, we ain't from Haiti, we from right here, because we ain't come here, we from here. We ain't fly here, we reside here, we ain't flew here, we grew here, and they ain't gonna understand it. Y'all look at this even further. Watch her go down this line and just be dumping all types of diaspora drama on us, but we reject it.
To do with Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, Dr. Umar Johnson, all of these movements. In these movies, even Tariq Nasheed, ain't his wife like half white or something?
No, his wife is Black. Your husband is an African. Big difference. Nice try. Nice try. We reject all your little statements right there. We know foundational Black Americans, we are the main ones. Y'all better play the background. His wife is a Black woman. Your husband is a melanated other person. Big difference. And we ain't going for it. So you better try again. Family, and for somebody who was talking all that talk about the triple K, she's starting to sound just like him, ain't she?
Tariq Nasheed, wife like half white. But here's what I would say about the FBA movement. It's no different than the KKK. Meant to divide, meant to separate you, to isolate you, to have you looking at other races that look like you.
Look at that, fam. Look at that energy right there, fam. Y'all see that whole, I got him. Fam, you about to see a whole different change because I'm about to play you the apology. Always watch how these folks is big and bad and bold when they start running their mouth. But then they start trying to flip-flop and say, well, I don't know what's happening. Family, doesn't she sound a hell of a lot like the KKK? She's the one out here peddling this race. We talking lineage. She the one out here talking about people who look like you. We talking about lineage. She's the one out here talking about divisive and being means. We talking about lineage. How can people just saying who they are get people so upset unless the people getting upset are melting down?
Y'all sitting in living rooms with bonnets on, causing division because you angry, trying to be accepted no different than a gang on gang crime when you got them little boys in Chicago or India.
Chicago? Fam, did she just say, what about Chicago? What's about the gangs violence in Chicago? Oh, family, if we sit here and we taking a test, she marking off every single supremacist talking point. Fam, did she just sit there and talk about Chicago? I can go to Sean Hannity for that. Where's Megyn Kelly? Megyn Kelly will do that all day. We don't need you to do that, Miss Tether K. Tether K, you're sounding like the KKK. Fam, is this Tether KKK? This sounds like Miss Tether KKK. Can I see y'all faces, my beautiful foundational Black Americans? We on one right now. We've been on for about 20 minutes and we already got 2.4 thousand people in here and we only going up because we stay up. Fam, this sounds like Tasha KKK because she talking about Chicago. Let me tell you something, family. If a Black person ever starts bringing up Chicago, to try to disparage black people, they asses is sounding like the Triple K. They sounding like supremacists. They're sounding like the dominant society. And if that same person tries to hit you with all these things of you're being divisive and you're being mean, family, that sounds like it came out the Mayo playbook. If we sitting here and we making checks, fam, she got about 15 different checks in about a 2-minute video, and they all sound like Mr. and Mrs. Miracle Whip. FBA don't talk like that. See, the reason why they're upset, family, is because foundational Black Americans, we got our own thing. We talk the way we talk, the way we speak. They just mimic supremacy. Y'all notice everybody who mimics supremacy are the same people who are always mad at us for representing our lineage. Do you see the combination and the connection there, family? Don't do nothing pro-Black. They don't do a damn thing pro-Black at all. But yet they try to pretend to be pro-Black whenever they want to come at us, but they use supremacist talking points when they do it. That need not apply. Revoked. We ain't going for none of that. You just sat there, Miss Tether K, and you brought up the KKK, but you use talking points that the KKK uses. So that lets me know that you are in conjunction, in cahoots, and in collaboration with them, whether you know it or not. This is what we doing, family. I don't give a damn what people's excuses are. The excuses are over. The talking is over. The slander's over. The smearing is over. It's going to be what FBA says, and that's the bottom line, because we got an assignment. We got a mission, and it's called reparations. You ain't speaking about reparations, but you talking about the KKK, but yet you're pretending to be the pro-Black one. Let me say this, fam. She's not the pro-Black one in this conversation. What she really is the pro-Tether immigrant in this conversation. And she's just trying to put on camouflage. But let me tell you something, fam. We damn good at identifying people who put on camouflage to hide the bootlicking, to hide the tap dancing, to hide the COO in it. We know everybody's going to come at foundational Black Americans and they're going to try to put something over their damn face so we can't identify them. But what they don't know, fam, is that we see through their ass like they plexiglass all the damn time. And let me tell you even further, fam, when everybody starts calling you out and your go-to is this, it's over with.
It's no different than a gang on gang crime when you got them little boys in Chicago or any other city taking each other out over what? Just because you look different, you said something. Now we got adults actually doing this. And African.
Now we got adults doing it. Like we ain't got no young foundational Black Americans, right? Oh, fam, we ain't done. Let's go to work.
Okay. That I guess guides you to help elevate your consciousness.
The streets is talking, fam. Let's go.
What I would say about the FBA movement, it's no different than the KKK. Meant to divide, meant to separate you, to isolate you, to have you looking at other races that look like you and hating them for no reason. That is the same foundation and principles that the Ku Klux Klan build themselves on.
If you don't like the term FBA, cool, understandable, right? However, you are endangering the lives of Black Americans when you compare the FBA to the KKK. Show me going around and burning churches down. Show me going around in sheets and people.
Nobody. The only ones doing that are the ones that she's starting to sound like.
Because of the color of their skin or their differences. Show me. I want you in history. Show me that. Mind you, you said different races. Those people are in a different race. They're the same race as us. They're just different ethnic backgrounds, right? But when you're so angry, you can't think that through. This is all because people called your husband a tether or an African booty scratcher. Which one was it? Regardless, they called him a name. They didn't threaten your life. They didn't threaten his life. And you're comparing Black people to the KKK? This is the type of shit that got you in trouble with Cardi B.
Okay.
Oh, fam, we ain't done.
If you think FBA and KKK is the same thing or in the same category at all, that lets me know that you have no clue what the KKK even was or what they ever did. You have no clue what that group actually represented and what they did in the late 19th century into the early 20th century. The horrible acts that they committed, you must not know about any of that stuff. Either that or you might be a little bit slow or maybe a little bit of both. Like some of y'all think that being made fun of or being teased or being called an African scratcher or being called some type of name that hurts your feelings, that's the same as being attacked by a terrorist organization, which does not make sense.
Stop. Fam. The brother and the sister are cooking right now. But I also got me about 2.6 thousand people in here right now, and y'all cooking as well. So since we cooking, let me join in on this. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel that they don't understand? Do y'all feel she don't know what she's doing? Do y'all feel that she's just blind to the fact and this was just a mistake of a comparison? When you start levying out a lineage that has always fought the KKK, sounds like the KKK, family, if people say that foundational Black Americans mimic the system of supremacy, if we talk like supremacists, you tell me somebody else who done fought the supremacists. None. Us. That automatically disqualifies and crushed all that. We crush all that. Everybody out there who's running their mouth trying to say that foundational Black Americans sound like the W supremacists. You tell me somebody else, whoever done gave them W supremacists that work. You tell me somebody that done put it on the line and checked the W supremacists. Nobody? All right then. So in reality, it's you. My brothers and sisters in this chat right now, they don't believe that you didn't know. My brothers and sisters, look at the chat. The chat on fire right now. It's the #1 chat on the planet Earth. And the people have spoken. The people are clearly saying they don't buy none of the talk you talking. They know damn well that you know exactly what you talking about. You just trying to play dumb. Fam, we ain't done. Even furthermore, brothers and sisters ain't buying it.
Like, are you really that weak-minded? Like somebody called you a name when you was in the 3rd grade, and now all of a sudden you're comparing it to a terrorist group. Like I don't understand. I really just don't get it. I don't see the comparison here. Always talking about you guys are dividing people. It is the division. It is the division. You was dividing people when you came over here talking about how much better. That's where the division started. So let's not act like a reaction to disrespect is where the division started.
Stop, family. Notice everything that this sister just said that the tethers do. It's the same exact thing that the Mayos do. And then the tethers and the Mayos start talking alike, and then they get mad at us because we ain't going for it. This is the we ain't going for it era, y'all. Love it, because it got everybody shook. Fam, this will go to your favorite podcaster, your least favorite podcaster. This will get a Democratic shield on the plantation, off the plantation. Any and everybody can get that smoke.
Let's be for real. We wasn't never together to begin with.
So she live right now. I don't know what time it is. I'm just scrolling through to her, getting a little word. So I wondered if Tasha K, how she felt about the FBA. Somebody just hit her up and said, how you feel about FBAs? And what she say? You trying to get me in trouble.
Trying to get you in trouble, huh? You got yourself in trouble. That's what you done did. You done got yourself in trouble. That's exactly what done happened. Family, double up, bring it all the way back. Notice this right here, family. Everybody, this ain't nothing but God-free. This is the same thing, fam. They keep bringing them in, and we're going to keep giving it all the way out, fam. Full-time regulating. That's what we do. Revolt, push all that back. Bring it on. Because what you're seeing now, family, is everybody is in disarray. This new way of living, you know, the way we're foundational Black Americans ain't getting played by nobody. They're not used to this. They don't know how to handle this. So they go out and they have meltdowns, they have crash outs, and then they just scurry all around with nowhere to go. We done made everything rough on these people, okay? Let's lock in, brothers and sisters. We done made everything rough. We ain't going for none of your excuses. There's nothing anyone can say to foundational Black Americans that's going to change anything. Fam, the ultimate goal is to get us to not stand on FBA lineage business, and the ultimate goal is to get us to not stand on reparations. And you can't separate lineage and reparations. They go hand in hand. They feel that they can stop us from being foundational Black Americans. That'll stop us from getting our claim for reparations for being foundational Black Americans. And all these people come out the woodwork, fam. Do you see now? Do you see if you weren't a believer? If you weren't a believer before, you better be a believer now. Do you see how delineation has literally been a shock of lightning and broke down everybody in the whole damn world? Do you see it now? Okay, because if you ain't see it before when it was crystal clear, you might as well go ahead and focus even hyper, because we have everybody popping out the woodwork and saying all types of crazy things. But here's the thing about Tasha K, Tether K. I'm going to make this crystal clear. See, foundational Black Americans, we don't really respect all that gossiping ish that they be doing any damn way. All right. You're not talking about somebody who's coming from an honorable position. There ain't nothing honorable when you're just going around here and you're throwing gossip about people and people's kids, and then you want to come to us and ride some type of high horse. Family, the same individuals who gossip all damn day long about us as a lineage, about this rapper, this movie star, this entertainer, when it come to us and try to play like we supposed to follow they suit, fam, she's nothing but the female Godfrey / Charleston White. It's the same thing. This is the clicks and views era, all right? Will you say anything? They ain't breaking down no economics. They ain't talking about education. They ain't talking about empowerment, okay? They talk about foundational Black Americans, but you don't ever see them at no rally for reparations to empower foundational Black Americans. You don't ever see these people at no exposés. You don't ever see these people on the block. You don't see them reporting. You don't see no journalism. You don't never see these people anywhere, but they got time to try to play like they're some type of expert or some type of dictator when it comes down to FBA. And then when we reject them, they get upset. Well, they just gonna have to stay upset because we ain't upset. We out here winning, y'all. This is what we doing to these people, fam. And when you look at this person and this individual, oh, fam, we can go down the line and I'm going to show you a few things that you might need to see. You see, family, when you disrespect foundational Black Americans, and we know all about it, then you're going to have to come see about it. And what we've seen, family, is that all of these people out here who be snuggling up next to these damn tethers, yeah, they got that tether energy. And that tether energy, family, that they've been running out here with, it always gets exposed. These are tether swirlers, all right? And you got to watch out for these tether swirlers, family, because these people who lay down with these damn tethers, they get up with must. Remember that. See, she's been all across Africa. And then when you come to find out, fam, that her people are from the Bahamas, it gets even more crazy. Tasha K moves her money to an African bank. This was a few years ago. 2 weeks ago, rapper Cardi B started garnishment proceedings against gossip vlogger. Fam, this is a gossip vlogger. A gossip vlogger is going to try to come tell 50 million foundational Black Americans what we needs to do. It don't work that way. However, after winning $4 million in a defamation of character lawsuit against her, Tasha has been visiting the continent of Africa for the past month and is now implying she has moved her money to an African bank. Fam, do you see how they start running? Do you see how they start trying to run to Africa to get away, family? Y'all see what we talking about? This is what we saying, fam. Are you surprised that somebody who's clicked in with a tether man is the same individual who ended up saying that they're going to flee to Africa and stay in Africa and get away to Africa? Really, though? Yeah. This is the same tether energy that we see on a day-to-day basis. This is what they're really upset with, family. What they really wanted was for her to come in the game. They wanted her to say whatever she was going to say. And then they just wanted to just act like, pretend like, and walk like they're us and get all the luxuries and benefits of foundational Black Americans. Let me tell you what FBA has never done. Foundational Black Americans have never terrorized anybody. Foundational Black Americans have never went around with ropes and put them on people. We've never set no fires on anybody. Foundational Black Americans have never done any of that, and they know that. But let me tell you who has done that. The system of supremacy. Yep. And then let me tell you who mimics the system of supremacy. People just like Tether K and Tether K's husband. These are the people who always talk like the supremacists, and then they think that they're going to use these supremacists as some type of catapult against foundational Black Americans whenever the block get hot. I'm here to tell you right now, there ain't nothing you can do and nothing you can say that's going to try to turn us around. Foundational Black Americans got it all scoped out. We got it all ironed out, and we know exactly what you're about. If you want to talk about foundational Black Americans, but you ain't saying all the great things that we've done, if you ain't talking about everything that we've accomplished, then you going to go on op time. And family, we done put all their asses on op time. Whether they want to be there or not, it don't matter. Because remember, fam, this ain't what they want. This is what we say it is. Because if somebody is going to be in here dictating and somebody's going to be in here making all the rules, it's going to be the people who built the house. Why in the hell are the people who ain't ever built nothing the ones running around here trying to say something? It don't work that way. Nope, not in this time frame. And I don't give a damn who she is, who they are, who comes next. I don't sit back, fam, and watch the disrespect of this lineage and just say, oh, it's all nice and cool. No, ain't nothing nice and cool about it. But let me tell you even further. After the brothers and sisters done put the check on her, it's over with. Fam, see, what happened was when she was talking all that talk, okay, on her broadcast, them FBAs be everywhere. Have y'all noticed that trend? All these people who talk about foundational Black Americans, we be everywhere. Everywhere. You see brothers and sisters out there in the streets on politicians and these ops. Trust me, I done it personally. And then you see brothers and sisters that be right here in these chats. She was running her mouth about foundational Black Americans and them certifieds was everywhere. I tell people the regulator's gonna get you. And then she starts to try to pop off on FBA. She got a little bold. And then she had to run it back. And now, family, what she's trying to do is she's trying to walk back them statements. Yeah. She had a little apology that came out. Yeah. Let me show y'all this apology where she says she didn't know what she was saying. She apologizes to FBA about saying KKK. That is an unapologizing offense. And then she says she's willing to sit down and to meet and have a conversation with a foundational Black American. And then it makes me wonder, well, there's 50 million of us. But family, again, do y'all accept her apology? Do y'all accept her excuses? Do y'all accept her justifications? Or are all y'all saying, like I'm saying, hell to the no? Watch this apology that she came out with about an hour before we went on air, family.
Me to understand. That's just like, and the reason I use the term KKK, because I'm like, if this is about like protecting your lineage, like how the KKK has done, and yes, they have committed murder. Absolutely. And you know I don't platform them. Okay? But if this is about that, when you test, and they have done this before, when you test the ancestry of these pure white movements and them taking over land, I follow what's going on, them trying to isolate and not let any people in to their land, even though this land was taken from Native Americans.
What? Native American? Fam, this is why we don't let people talk. Look at her trying to give some type of history lesson. I understand that when they came from the left side, the people on the right side who were there, they had to go to the center. And the center had to go back to the other end because the left side wasn't occupied. You know, the Native Americans. No. The indigenous Black Americans. That's it.
Okay. That migrated from Mexico.
What?
And yes, there were some Black Latinos and some Black Africans as well. So that's my education point on it. But my thing is, it's like...
Your education? Where in the hell did you get your degree from? Fleer University? Is this where you got your stuff from? Musty State University? Is this what you got it from? No Deodorant Technical College? Did she just say Native Americans and Latinos? Fam, now here come the crowbar. Here, that's what I said. You had bringing up Polite, bringing up Pharaoh, whatever the hell, bringing up Umar, and now she's talking about natives and Latinos. You got all this knowledge, but you saying, I don't know what FBA is. Here we go.
But when you're trying to protect that lineage, it's like you're trying to protect that purity and you don't want to mix. And I'm like, you have no control over that. We're already mixed.
What?
Because they were sleeping with the slaves. They were sleeping with the Native Americans. They were sleeping with the Mexicans. They were sleeping with the Latinas. So we're all mixed. So
why is she so obsessed with us all being mixed, Black Americans? Family, this is sounding very, very fraudulent. Fam, I'm hearing talking point. Black Americans, can I get 100s in the chat if you guys are hearing thought out talking points inside of this babble? Are you hearing talking points inside this babble? Foundational Black Americans, my brothers and sisters, my kings, queens, goddess and gods, my cousins, my brothers. I'm hearing a hell of a lot of talking points that sound like they're well thought out. Latinos, natives. She keeps harping on we mix because we mix. And you know, when you mix, you're mixed. Because if you are mixed, then you would be mixed. Sounds like she's got something she wants to insert. And she's trying her damnedest to insert it. Remember, y'all, it's more than just babble with these people. They've got an agenda. Let's go.
But my thing is, it's like, but when you're trying to protect that lineage, it's like you're trying to protect that purity and you don't want to mix. And I'm like, you have no control over that. We're already mixed.
What?
Because they were sleeping with the slaves. They were sleeping with the Native Americans. They were sleeping with the Mexicans. They were sleeping with the Latinas. So we're all mixed. So I just need the people who y'all follow, and I need y'all to recommend this to me so that I can look back at their videos and make sure they are not, divulging hate. Because I am a woman that does have African lineage.
Oh, African lineage. Fam, it went from the Bahamas to African lineage. Here we go. Oh, mixed Mexicans, African lineage. Fam, this is all tetherfied. Boy, she tetherfied. We certified, she's tetherfied. Fam, you hearing every damn nation on earth, and you ain't heard a damn fact about FBA. How you know all this stuff about all these different people, and you got all this different blood in you, but yet you don't know what foundational Black American means? We ain't playing that, Tether K.
That
we ain't done.
does have Latino, and that does have Black American lineage. It's all in my family.
Oh, she said she's got Latino in her. Fam, she got Latino. How many of y'all got Latino in you? How many? Fam, she got very, very good vision when she's complimenting everybody else. Do y'all notice when she's slandering foundational Black Americans, she's very, very vague, doesn't know what she's talking about? But whenever she's bigging up these other people, she gets very detailed, very clear. Damn, so Mexican, Latino, African, Caribbean. Oh, hell no, you can't talk on her.
Latino, and that does have Black American lineage. It's all in my family. So help me to understand. So I'll be waiting on those emails on unwindwithtashk@gmail.com. Send me their YouTube channels. Let me know who should be on this panel. And Sunday,
somebody in the chat said Black Alpha. I seen a couple Black Alphas in the chat. I know that's one of my regulators, certified.
Go down on a Zoom. It'll go down. And if I catch anybody being divisive or being racist towards you for who you are, they got to be out. We're not doing that up over here, okay? But I will open my platform for an educated moment to be taught so that I can understand what this is. That way, when somebody come at me sideways about it, I know exactly where it's coming from.
So you can understand what this is? It is what we said it is. It's the lineage. Fam, notice how she keeps trying to ignore the part about us being a lineage. Fam, she still hasn't addressed us as a lineage. She keeps saying all these other things. Well, so I can understand and I can get it. Clear as day. It's a lineage, heritage, and culture. There's nothing to understand here. Fam, let me let everybody know. There's nothing to understand about FBA. We are a lineage. Bottom line, everybody go home. That is not climactic. That is not theater or movie. It may not be entertaining. We're a lineage. You ain't got nothing else. Notice, fam. And she's trying to summon us to have a meeting so we can explain it. You didn't have nobody explain to you all that Latino talk. Oh, let's go, fam. Oh, we in here. Let's rock. Let's rock.
From just like I know how to distinguish a racist white person from just a white person. I'm educated.
They's not all bad. Fam, boy, she dropping supremacist talking points off the rooftop. Damn. Fam, I don't know what's worse. This is a tether and a mayo. A Teo. She got all types of Teo talking points. 1 second it's a tether talking point. Next minute it's a mayo talking point. Then she combines the two of them, divides them, subtracts them. She has some addition, some long division, some calculus. Fam, she dropping all types of Mr. Mayo talk.
I know exactly where it's coming from. Just like I know how to distinguish a racist white person from just a white person.
They're not all bad.
I'm educated on that because I've been around that my entire life. So I know the difference.
But you don't know the difference between the KKK and FBA. Get the hell up out of here. Fam, get the hell up out of here. We ain't playing games with these people no more. We got serious business regulators. We got serious business to attend to. All my foundational Black Americans right now, I need everybody to smash the like button. FBA regulating all across the country that we built. Certified style, fam. We ain't playing games with these people. Damn all their excuses, their justifications. We ain't with it. We ain't gonna let nobody say she don't understand it, but yet she sat there and understood all these lies about us. Hell to the no. You can see she lying, and when you lie, tether by.
I know the Asians that with us, and I know the ones that don't, okay?
Oh, she done threw in Jackie Chan. They's not all bad either. I guess Jackie Chan ain't all's bad. Lucy Liu ain't all's bad. Rick Chow ain't all's bad. Fam, no Fam, she done went down the list and hit us with the everybody ain't bad. Like we ever said they was bad. Ain't nobody ever said that. Foundational Black Americans never said that any of these people are bad. We just said they ain't us. And she's saying, like, the W's ain't all bad. Like, Mr. Muhammad ain't all bad. Mr. Jorge, he's good on the weekends. And I can't leave out Rick Child because he's only bad when you come into his convenience store. Fam, these are a hell of a lot of talking points being dropped off.
And I don't go into their stores when they act like that. I don't. So, help me. And
she still need help. Help me, please.
And I deeply apologize to KKK, but like I said, that's the way it was introduced to me. But I've been some bad actors on y'all part. And, open to, obviously always widening my experience in life, okay? And so
she said we got bad actors on our part, but all those other communities ain't all bad. Listen to the anti-foundation. Fam, these are anti-foundational people. Listen to these anti-foundational ops.
I love you guys. And don't forget, check your emails, by the way, because I don't want to hear nothing. The winos are already purchasing our 10-year anniversary signature champagne, okay? If you did not sign up for the champagne, you cannot get access to that email. Those people that signed up will get access to that champagne first, okay? So I have to put that out there. But again, I apologize wholeheartedly, and it didn't mean to offend anybody, but y'all should know how I am. I don't do that. Oh, you can't come in. I don't do that.
I don't do you saying that my lineage is the oppressor. Fam, she want to sit there and act like she the victim. Hell no, F your apology. We don't accept your apology. We reject your apology. You ain't going to sit there and compare us to the filth of the KKK and then turn around and say, I apologize. You can't apologize your way out of this one. You're going to have to get this work.
I don't do that. I'm very rebellious. I'm very independent. I'm very self-sufficient. I don't follow crowds. I don't follow get along game. And it is what it is. So I wholeheartedly apologize. I don't want to offend. So to any FBA members, I apologize to you as a KKK again.
Stop. Did y'all hear that? Any FBA what? Fam, tell me y'all caught that. Tell me y'all caught that, fam. To any FBA what?
Fans. So to any FBA members, I apologize to you as a KKK. I don't want to offend. So to any FBA members, I apologize to you as the KKK again.
Any FBA members, like we a gang. These folks out here trying their hardest to get a damn RICO. Ain't they, family? Y'all notice this, fam? They trying to force this gang on us. They try to force leader, and it ain't working. We ain't going for none of that. Reject, reject, reject. She thought she was going to slip in members in an apology. Notice, fam, how she just camouflaged that slander in an apology. She polished it up real good and called us members. You can't be a member of a lineage.
I don't want to offend, so to any FBA members, I apologize to you as the KKK again, okay? So I'll talk to you later, and yeah, we'll talk on Sunday. It's going to be pretty thick, so make sure I get a lineup, okay? I need a dynamic lineup. And I'm going to go do my research, and I'm going to have my team do my research on them. And if I found a video that discriminates, instead of educating, they're not going to be on this They're not going to be on this panel, okay?
Fam, look at her. They're trying to summon us. Y'all give me who y'all want me to talk to. I'm going to put together a panel. And if I see one of them FBA members say anything's wrong, I'm going to stop it. When the hell did she become the moral authority? You talking about a grown-ass woman who talks about people and their kids. Y'all see when it comes to FBA, everybody want to pretend that they're the moral authority or there's some type of lecturer or dictators when it comes to ethics. Fam, ain't nobody getting no moral dictatorship from Tether K. Hell to the no. Ain't nobody going to sit down and learn ethics from her. About the hell ain't. But this is how they always come at us, because they feel if they can pretend to be the high and mighty morally, that can put us in a bad position. But we ain't going for none of that.
Okay. All right, guys. Love you. Now I can go. I'm not trying to prove anything to nobody. I just want to open the phone lines for conversation. That's what this is about. Okay.
Disingenuous, fam.
Okay. So, but I love you guys. Now I gotta go. I got an interview in 7 minutes. Okay. Bye.
There you go, family. That right there. Somebody said that was an apology. That didn't look like no apology to me. Family, that wasn't no damn apology. That was basically just a clever way of saying what she said in the first video without yelling. She said the same exact things in her first slander video that she said in her apology video. Only difference is that she camouflaged it with a couple nice words, and then she brought down the tone of her voice. We see through all of that the same way we see through every damn thing. You ain't gonna play no games. She gives an apology, still called us members, never once acknowledged us as a lineage, heritage, and culture. Family, somebody not acknowledging foundational Black Americans as a lineage, heritage, and culture is like somebody not calling you by your name. If somebody walked up to you and they said, hey man, hey boy. See, everybody want to talk about the supremacist system and who mimics the system of supremacy. Everybody want to talk about you sound like a supremacist. They sound like supremacists because they refuse to acknowledge us by our name. Essentially, when somebody refuses to call us a lineage, that's the same as somebody refusing to acknowledge your manhood or your womanhood. That's like somebody walking up to a grown-ass man and saying, hey, boy, hey, girl. That's what this is really about. They still don't acknowledge our lineage. The only thing you can do is shut the hell up, sit the hell down, and we'll handle this FBA business because we've been handling it. We don't need no tether. We don't need no mop. We don't need no gossip head. We don't need no fleer to speak on us, because every time they try to speak on us, they always try to insert whatever the hell Mayo taught them. And then they try to pretend Mayo didn't teach them that. And then when we expose both of their asses, they start to cry foul. Well, keep on crying. You're going to be like that damn Haitian man who fell on the ground with that damn ankle monitor. That won't be the only tether crying when FBA go to work. This is what it is, y'all. Everybody is upset because foundational Black Americans are winning. I tell people every single week, and I've been doing it throughout this whole era and this whole generation. Nobody talks about our victories more than me and more than y'all. We're winning, family. This is why every week it's somebody different. We talked about the podcasters popping up, fam. Who is it? You're going to have some Haitian talking about dirty Black Americans, Tether. Then you're going to see Godfleet, Tether, Milk Dud, Tether, Tether K, Tether, all these people. And then in the midst, fam, of her crying and melting down about FBA, she starts talking about Latinos and natives. She starts talking about African. Notice, fam, she was dropping all of these little talking points, the same ones that we hear from your average everyday Tether who tries to speak to us. You hear the same exact rhetoric because it's coming from the same exact place. What is that place? It's the place of insecurity, and it's a place of fear. And why are they so scared, fam? Because she wants her family members to come on over here and just to absorb in the foundational Black Americans. Now you're realizing the true strength and power that we've had the whole time. And all it took was for us to stand on our own lineage and push our own principle. And we done pushed her the hell out the same way her husband's hairline was pushed all the way back. Let me say this about her apology and this little thing she's trying to come up with. She's on there talking about how she's going to have some type of summit or some type of Zoom chat where she wants to have an explanation. Fam, that sounds just like W's when W say we need to have a conversation. How many of you guys remember that one? Ain't that the old place? See, fam, what they don't understand, we done seen it all. We done seen it all, done heard it all. That's why we winning. It's not like the old days where somebody had to see something 15 damn times before they realized, hey, this person ain't our friend. Y'all notice now, fam? We done already seen something one time. We done cut your ass off. Fam, she basically hit us with, I'm going to call y'all KKK. When y'all step to my plate and check me, I'm going to say, I don't understand, and let's have a conversation. That sounds just like when a Black American is unalived by the police or by the KKK. And what's the first thing they say? Let's not have justice. Let's not have charges. Let's not have these people get prosecuted. Let's just have a big race conversation. Fam, if you're listening to Tasha K, she used white supremacist talking points left and right. She started crowbarring in all these people who are non-FBA. She started trying to crowbar all these different groups who are non-FBA. She said, let's have a conversation about it. And she said, they not all bad. Come on, family. See, the difference between them and us is that we see it. And the difference between right here, certified black society, and everybody else is that when we see it, we check it and we don't give a damn. And that's exactly what we're doing right now, fam. She dropped all of these different little key points and still never said that we are a lineage. Because at the end of the day, that's something she's not trying to fall back off of, because that's the main thing that they want us to not be. They don't want you to be a lineage, because if you're a lineage, you're a heritage. You're a heritage, you're a culture. You're a culture, you're foundational black Americans. Foundational black Americans built this thing, and the tethers don't have it scot-free. And let me say this, okay? Eject, reject, and take your damn apology back. Point blank. We don't accept no apologies, fam. That's one thing about FBA. I don't accept no apologies from anybody that disrespects our lineage, especially no grown-ass person that always got their damn mouth running. You run your mouth all damn day long about every celebrity, but when it comes to foundational black Americans, now you want to backtrack. You're trying to backtrack because you realize them certifies them pulled up. Certified salute to the family, because once brothers and sisters got a hold of this, brothers and sisters flooded her damn zone. That's why she wanted to walk it back. Fam, let me tell you something. She wanted to keep that same damn energy she had on that first video. But when she encountered them damn regulators, she tried to hide it and try to cover it up with some excuses and some apologies. That's the same damn thing did to Godfrey, fam. Is she doing the same thing with Godfrey? Think about it, fam. She comes out with an anti-foundational video. Godfrey came out with an anti-foundational video. Foundational black Americans caught wind of it. Foundational black Americans pulled up to their chats and checked them. And then on the third base, they came back with a video trying to clean it up and getting upset because they got called for the BS that they was on, because they see that we don't tolerate the BS. Do you see the same exact thing? Tether here, tether there, tether everywhere. Tethers get checked. Foundational black Americans do the checking. That's what we on, y'all, and it's lovely. They can't run, fam. She knows exactly what foundational black Americans are. Everybody does. Fam, we famous, okay? We make the headlines. We own the papers, baby. Front page. Foundational black Americans are the most strong, the most known lineage on earth. Delineation and regulating is the most powerful movements. Everybody understands it. So anybody running around here who says they don't know FBA, they know FBA because they've been watching FBA. But the problem they got, y'all, is we've been watching them too. Yeah, we was watching their moves because we didn't trust her in the first place. Let's be honest with you, fam. Y'all see how canceled she is right now? Do y'all see how many foundational black Americans have canceled Tasha K? Have completely unsubscribed to her for running her mouth? Same thing happened to Fat Joe, right? What about that Hugo Flea, not Newton? What happened to him when he was disrespected? What about Buster without the rhymes? What about Godfrey? What about any of these people? Y'all see the trend? Y'all see the pattern, y'all? Everybody who disrespects foundational black Americans, they all end up getting canceled, and they all have their pockets go broke. This is what FBA does. Fam, we can do it to a podcaster or a political party. You pick and choose, but we play by our own rules. That's what we on, and that's what we standing on, and everybody's upset. Until that whole come on her broadcast, I seen people saying, well, have this person come on. Have this person come on. But y'all know Black Outfit. Y'all know I'm the number one activist, and it's clear, you know, I'm a little different, okay? I'm a little different than everybody else, okay? We're going to stand on a little certified business, and we're going to do what we do, okay? All the people that she's talking about to come on her broadcast and sit down and talk to her, F that. You come on over here. Come on over here. Here's what it is. We give out the invitations. If you want to have a conversation about foundational black Americans, then you're going to have to come to a foundational black American platform. Why the hell would a foundational black American try to enlighten you about something that's already clear and then go to your channel so you get the views? See, whenever they do that, fam, they're there for a softball interview. They'll go get somebody playing, all right? You'll F around and see Black Lives Matter there. Trust me, fam, whenever they talk that talk, they ain't really trying to bring no certifieds. And one of the main reasons is because folks always want to do it. But y'all know I'm an innovator and a game changer. I say F all that. I'm offering Tasha K to come here on this channel, right here in front of all of my foundational black Americans. Go look at the numbers, fam. We doing bigger numbers than all them people any goddamn way. What you want to talk about? 30K, 40K, 50K, 90K? What? You want to talk about 3,000 people in the chat in less than 1 hour? What? You want to talk about 4,000? You want to talk about the voice of the street? You want to talk about the livest chat on the planet Earth? I think my certified foundational black American regulators would pull all the way to hell up. And how about I have my foundational black American regulators come up on the stage and you can talk to them personally, and Black Alpha sit back and do this. Oh yeah, I don't mind. It's Leo season, fam. I got enough spotlight already. I don't mind letting my brothers and sisters shine. How about you come on over here? Because I know you're listening. I know somebody's listening right now that's plugged in with her. Tasha K, how about you come on the Black Alpha Network, the #1 channel in all of Black American empowerment, and then you have a conversation with my certified riders and let them talk to you. Let them tell you what's on their mind instead of you trying to tell us what's on your mind. Because when you had the opportunity to do that, you deserve to lie. You wanted to call foundational Black Americans things that you got from Mr. Mayo, Mr. Miracle Whip. We don't play them games. See, back in the old days, they would summon us. They'd be like, man, well, y'all come here and y'all come talk to us and we'll go do what you do. And folks will go do it. See, there's a lot of folks out there that want some views and they say, I'll do it. I'll come on your show and sit down and talk. And family, can I go ahead and give you a little future thing? Somebody goes on her show or goes to talk to her and all the riders is going to be watching and we're going to end up leaving saying that person that went on there didn't really get off. They didn't really say what they needed to say because it ain't designed for that. And we're going to all be sitting here left kind of empty. We're going to be kind of empty saying, damn, they ain't really get off and say what I wanted them to say. They ain't really speak what needed to be spoke because she going to hog the mic. She going to try to take all the talking points, play dumb. No one's going to challenge that BS. Now, the new era is we don't go to your house. You got to come to my house. Foundational Black Americans built America. Well, in America, you can come to our house. Why would a foundational Black American go to these people? Why? So we can talk to them and they can control the conversation about lies they're saying about us. Why? That don't make no sense. That don't equate. That don't add up. Oh, it's an all new shift of energy over here, especially right here on the Black Alpha Network. So Tasha, you come on over here to the Black Alpha Network. You have your people, hit up my people. I ain't hard to find. Go ask Kamala Harris. Go ask Andy Bashir. You go ask anybody. I'm right here. You can pull on up over here. But if you talk to me, you got to talk to my certifieds because I don't stand on the stage. I stand in the crowd. I don't stand in front of my people. I stand next to my people. And that's how we going to get things done. Anybody who wants to address foundational Black Americans, we're not sending out spokespeople no goddamn more. We sending out all the damn people. Who needs a spokesperson when we can get all of us to pull on up? So that's what we're doing. And that go for her and that go for anybody. Because let me tell you something. It's a damn lie when you say foundational Black Americans are a group with members. You know why we know that's a lie? It's because foundational Black Americans have never said that. We've made it clear we're lineage. It's a lie when you say foundational Black Americans are divisive and mean. You know why that's a lie? Because foundational Black Americans have never said that. It's a lie when you say that foundational Black Americans are xenophobic or we're a hate group. You know why? It's because foundational Black Americans have never dished out hate. We've only had to deal with hate. We're not a hateful lineage. We're a hated on lineage. And remember this, family, the same people who always want to hate on you will be the same people who always say you're the hater. But ballers gonna ball and haters gonna hate. That's why their asses are sitting over there hating. And that's why we on the court and we balling. And guess what? If you look at the scoreboard right now, foundational Black Americans is up and we undefeated. So I offer her or anybody to come on over here on the Black Alpha Network because the new wave is you got to come talk to us. We ain't tucking our tail and explaining a motherfucking thing to nobody. All right. I got babies that are going to grow up and stand on this foundational Black American lineage. I don't need nobody out there disrespecting us. The days of disrespecting us are done for. That's that James Small stuff. Okay. They find the most vile thing on earth and then they try to attach it to us because we ain't saving them from them same vile people. You need to be worrying about what's going on in Africa. But I'm tired of saying this. I'm tired of telling people you need to quit worrying about FBA. You need to worry about Jamaica. Quit worrying about FBA. Start worrying about Haiti. Stop worrying about FBA. Start worrying about your whole continent. I'm tired of people always jumping over all their damn problems to make up stuff about us. This is our time. This is our house. And if you come in here, there's two things you will do. You will wipe your feet at the damn door and you will show respect. And we dominate the conversation. And I put that out there. And now you're going to see who's really about it. If you really about it and you really standing on what you say, I don't know, apologize. Then you go talk to somebody who's speaking like me. Very clear, very stern, straight to the point. If you go find somebody who's very timid, very soft, that you got to bring over into your playground, then you never was about it in the first place, fam. We putting it all on the line. All the lines is drawn in the sand. Your ass is going to pick or you're going back to your homeland. There it is. There it go. And family, let me tell you why. Oh, yeah. Certified salute to y'all. You know what it is. You know if ain't nobody going to say it, Black Alpha going to say it. And you know if everybody else says it, I'm going to say it a little extra. I'm going to always represent for my brothers and sisters. The brothers and sisters who think the way I think and talk the way I talk may just not have the opportunity to say it out loud, family. I will be the voice. And when I talk, they will hear us all in one. Fam, why do we got to stand on business and check these people? Because, fam, it's going crazy now. Oh, fam, I'm about to tell you something. Listen to me now. As you got Tasha Tether K, who talks like the KKK, hates on FBA, because her husband might have to get flown away to a homeland that he ran from. Fam, have y'all heard of a term called fundamental Black Americans? Family, everybody is upset at foundational Black Americans. Nobody gives a damn about ADOS, okay? That's an organization. That's a democratic group. Don't nobody give a damn about scam Africans. That is not us. No one cares about the blacks and browns. Notice everybody's upset at foundational Black Americans because that term foundational attached to Black Americans has shook up the world. So for every Tasha K, every Godfrey, you're seeing it all in people's face. Fam, you walk down the street, it's all in their grills, popping out their pores. Y'all see these ugly ass faces these people be making? Y'all notice all these haters be mad at us, y'all? Let me show y'all why they be mad. They're trying to take us away from being Black Americans. And they're trying to make us into just some lost ass people. I'm going to show y'all a suspected Latino woman, and she says and talks just like Tasha K. You're going to have Tasha K, and you're going to have Tortilla K. Watch how this woman says there's a new term, and she's calling it fundamental Black Americans. There ain't no such thing as no damn fundamental Black American, but this is the new scams that they're coming up with. Watch this, brothers and sisters. Watch this.
Black people are Native Americans. This African American bullshit. Let me introduce you to the term fundamental Black America. Fundamental Black America. Fundamental Black America.
What the hell is this, Black folks?
African American bullshit. Let me introduce you to the term fundamental Black America.
Certifieds, how many of y'all have ever heard of this term before? How many of y'all in the house tonight, all 3.5 thousand of y'all, have ever heard, used, seen, witnessed the term fundamental Black America? Are they just getting desperate? Are they desperate to the point that they done send out Mrs. Tortilla K and she's going to talk just like Tasha K? And they just making stuff up, pulling it out there, you know what? Family, this is how desperate we got these people. Please hit record right now, fam, and post this clip on all of your social medias, fam. The fundamental Black American scam has just entered the chat. And we ain't having none of that. Let's go.
African American bullshit. Let me introduce you to the term fundamental Black America. Okay, so back in the 16 and 1700s, we had our first, reclassification. This is when those fucking dweeboids came from Borican, because colonization did not start on Turtle Island. Colonization started on the Isla de Borican, which is now called Puerto Rico. It roughly translates to rich door, rich port. This is just what the whites started calling it because they were exporting and pimping the island. They were also experimenting on the women and the men. That was like till now. They're experimenting on Puerto Ricanas until the day. So,
boy, that Latino accent keep coming out. She rolling all of them, ain't she, fam? The Puerto Rica and the Boricua harina, and when the tarina with the tortilla. And I see her, Mamma Mia. Fam, this is a Latino.
1600s, 1700s come around. They come to Turtle Island. They see dark-skinned people. They call them the hard R, amongst other things. But then they put them on paper as natives. The term ruddy comes up. And this is how they were describing their skin, because there were red undertones and they were dark. And they were able to absorb the sun without burning to a fucking crisp. So the reclassification happened and they were put on paper as Negroid, not native anymore. And
why is she trying to sit there and tell us our history? And y'all notice all these little quirks she's throwing in there? One minute she's saying we, next minute she's saying they. Fam, this is all going to go full circle. She going to tie herself in. Here we go, fam. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Rent-free, family. Watch this. She is about to try to run this game, and she's going to try to tie this all in. Somebody said Fat Joe's cousin. You don't know our history.
Then another reclassification happened, and freed men were then called natives. Another reclassification happened, and they were turned back to coloreds, mulattoes, or just freed men. More slave trades were going on that involved the 5 rivers of India. There was an Indian slave trade, African slave trade, to where natives were taken to Africa. Natives were taken, like conflicting tribal natives were taken from this landmass to another.
Stop. No, the hell it wasn't. Fam, do you see she's trying to say that foundational Black American indigenous were taken to Africa? Fam, listen to what she's doing. This is the complete remixing, retwisting, fundamental Black American bull-ish she's coming up with. Now she's trying to place us as slaves in Africa? She's saying verbatim, beyond all this babbling BS she's talking, that Black American indigenous natives were snatched from America and we were sent to Africa. So we're slaves in Africa. And she's saying we sold each other. Fam, did she just destiny swap our history with what Africans did? The Africans sold Africans and sent them to the Americas. She's trying to say that indigenous Black Americans sold indigenous Black Americans and sent them to Africa. What the hell is going on? And this is what delineation does. It F's them up.
African slave trade, to where natives were taken to Africa. Natives were taken, like conflicting tribal natives were taken from this landmass to another and then brought back and called a totally different thing. And then the kids were sold and put into schools with whom? Latinos.
There you go. I knew it. Fam, there it is. There you go. She done said all of that to tie it back in to Latinos. There you go. Let's get this right. So she says, Black Americans, indigenous, sold Black American indigenous. They went to Africa. They came back to America. When they got here to America, they slept with Latinos and mixed it all in. So by this logic, that would make her a fundamental Black American. I'm done. Get these people the hell out of our business. If you serious about regulating Black Americans, regulate stronger than ever and don't give a damn who gets upset. We regulating on 100. Anybody gonna get that work. This woman done ran around the whole earth, remixed everything, and ended it with her people, the Latinos from Puerto Rico.
Conflicting tribal natives were taken from this landmass to another and then brought back and called a totally different thing. And then the kids were sold and put into schools with whom? Latinos, Mexicanos, tribes from up north, in residential schools as well. All of us got mixed in, and the truth only came out through these ancestral tests, which were then bought up by BlackRock and all those bastards so that we couldn't find the truth. But some of us have DNA that stretches back 12.5 thousand years. And for me, that stems from a man named Israel Nero Jackson. What's up? I love when people doubt me because I just sit on my little perch as a little protector and I just wait as Black people.
There you go, family. Done did all of that and tied it back in. The destiny swapping is real, family. That's exactly what they're doing. Fundamental Black American. Ain't no such thing. Never, not at all. Didn't she sound just like Tasha K? Family, didn't Tasha K literally say we mixed in with the Mexicans and the Latinos? And the natives were the Mexicans and Latinos? That's what this person just said. Family, do you see how these people all got the same agenda? They all got the same talking points. They all say the same lies because they're all pulling it out there. You know what? Okay? That's what we talking about. They pulling out their ass. This is what I'm talking about, fam. These people are just trying to make anything up, trying to destiny swap. This is how crazy these people are, y'all. This is what they'll do to try to separate certifieds from being certified, but we ain't going for it. The energy right now is so strong that Black Americans aren't allowing it. We done checked Tasha K. We done canceled Tether K. And family, the fundamental Black American, we ain't even got to cancel that because that stuff ain't even got started. We went ahead and stomped that out before it even jumped off. There's no such thing. It's only a foundational Black American. Fam, let me tell you this. You are the root. You are the source. Family, what you say goes. It's not a matter of what people feel about foundational Black Americans. It's a matter about what foundational Black Americans say we are through our own identification. You are foundational Black American as soon as you say you're a foundational Black American, because the foundational Black American said it. You are a foundational Black American from this lineage, heritage, and culture because you said it. You are the source. Nobody has a word in it. For anybody who thinks there's a word or someone else has a say-so, no, we got that out of our mind, fam. The days of having this, we got to hear someone else's opinion about our identification, those are over with. There's still a lot of people that still want to hear it from someone else. They want acknowledgement from someone else. I've always been harping on, fam, we're not here for acknowledgement from nobody. Okay, that is true independence and that is true strength. You show me the individual who needs acknowledgement for somebody, I'm going to show you somebody who's still a slave. Now, you show me the individual who don't give a damn about acknowledgement from anybody other than self, I'm going to show you somebody who's empowered. We're on the empowerment side, fam. We don't give a damn what people say. We don't have to sit here and say we're lineage. Y'all, how long have we been saying we're lineage? Now, do you believe people still got it tangled and twisted? Do you believe people still can't understand? Or do you believe that these people are lying? And when do you get to the point when you see a liar tell one lie, two lie, three lie? You see this liar from that community, this liar from that community. Both the liars from different communities get together and tell one big lie. But they always got their focus on FBA. When did you get to the point where you say, how about this? F all of y'all. You know what Black Alpha always says, and I'm going to say it one more time, family, crystal clear, because sometimes people don't understand what we're saying. And since they don't understand our foundational Black American vernacular, I got a little sign language for everybody that they'll understand way more clear. If you don't understand what foundational Black Americans are saying, if you don't understand what foundational Black Americans are speaking, I got a little sign language for you. How about that one? There goes my conversation and there goes my explanation, okay? You can see it right there and you can read between the lines, okay? Pick the one in the middle. That's what you can do. Because foundational Black Americans in this generation, oh, we're moving forward. We're full speed. We're not stopping and we're not explaining. Because what they want you to do, fam, they want you to stop and explain yourself. Just so they can say, no, 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 no. And then you explain a little more and they be like, well, we don't really get it yet. Damn that. What we're going to do is we're going to say what we got to say and we're going to do what we got to do. And we're just going to go ahead and check people in the process. That's how it is. Why? Is because we certified Black society, and certified Black society, we don't take no backseat to nobody. And fam, let me tell y'all the energy out here in these streets. And the energy is so powerful and it's so strong. And a lot of people ain't going for the games. A lot of people done had enough. There's a energy out here in these streets that Black Americans have. And the energy is one of, if you ain't us, your ass better kick rocks.
Tell y'all something. These Nigerians, these Haitians, these Jamaicans, that's in our community. They cosplaying as being us, but they are not us. They will tell you their nationality. And the majority of them are spread in our community. As cosplaying like they really us, but they are not, y'all. They playing us in our face. Like I did my homework and my research on a whole lot of shit, and I just noticed that a lot of shit is not making sense in our community. It's not really making sense, because once you do your homework and your research on a lot of, you know what I'm saying, people that's in your community, half of them not even indigenous. Half of them not even your people. Okay, they come from other different continents, but they cosplay in your community if it's like they you. That's why we got all the crime. That's why we got all the and missing kids and all this other that's going on in our community. Because we got people in our community ain't even us. They not even us. I mean, when are our people gonna wake up and see? When are our people gonna wake up and see and pinpoint the facts? Excuse me, because I'm kind of, excuse me if you know what I'm saying, my words are kind of like off right now, because I just don't understand.
Now speak your talk and let them hear you. You got to say it 3 times for the people in the back. They tether slow.
That I don't understand that my people don't see this shit. You know what I'm saying? And you wondering why all the crime is going on in our community. Because the people that's in our community, they are not indigenous to the community. They are foreigners that look like us. that cosplay us.
There you go. That's how you got to do it. That's how you got to let them know, family. That's how you got to let them know. One more time. They're what? And they cosplay who?
Indigenous to the community. They are foreigners that look like us, that cosplay us.
Every last one of them do. Every last one of them do, family. And that's what it's all about. It's about creating a safe environment for people to cosplay foundational Black Americans. That's what it's really about, fam. They want to create an environment to where they can just make it interchangeable. That's the whole game plan, fam. Make Blackness interchangeable. Make everybody just show up and anybody can come on in. And we've been shutting all of that down, fam. That is what it is. I don't give a damn what anybody thinks, fam. Right now, us as a lineage, we are at an all-time high. We're at an all-time high for a lot of things we're doing. But the number one thing that we are at an all-time high for, fam, is the regulating. It's the regulating. It's the fact that we don't give a damn. We don't care what people got to say because it's, once again, what we say, and what we say goes. Let me show y'all even further why. Fam, you got to watch these people, okay? You got to watch what these people say and what these people do, because one thing for certain, y'all, is, did y'all see this individual right here? Tell me y'all seen this individual right here. Fam, are they falling out on the ground over ankle monitors? Are they crying, family? Are they upset and down bad because Chad told them they got to leave? That ain't no foundational Black American. What? Family, sisters, brothers, did the man just hit the floor? Did he lose all function of his legs? No, one more time. Roll off. What the hell did he just say? What? Get up. Fam, look at that hairline, number one. Look at them tears. Fam, that's all they doing. That's it, fam. That's it. They got a line with no hair and a face full of tears. That's all they doing. These folks is out here crying, falling down about an ankle monitor. That's what you crying for. It got you that damn bad. Fam, I don't know, man. I'm kind of torn. He was kind of putting on for the show a little bit in front of that Mayo woman. You know, I think he was crying because I don't put tears past these folks. But fam, I don't know, dog. Maybe it's just because I'm an FBA brother and I can't fathom a grown-ass man on the floor crying. But fam, do y'all feel it was genuine tears, or was he putting on a show? Or was it somewhere in the middle? Was somewhere in the middle, fam? Was he feeling Flea or sorry for himself? I don't know. I need y'all to go ahead and help me out because that was a little strange to me, fam. I need y'all to let me know because he hit the floor hard as hell, didn't he? Then he hit the floor. He was like, I don't know. What y'all think? Okay, let me see. Yeah, he was putting on a little show a little bit. A little bit of both. Y'all said he faking. You trying to get some sympathy or something? I don't know what that was about. I don't know what he was trying to do right there, fam. He was trying to come up with something very serious. Hit the damn floor, still crying. His hairline is crying. Fam, his damn hair got tears coming from it. You know that's bad.
Bapaknya sama teknologi standar. Iya, Pak pun lagi pasti itu. Iya, ada mu. Tidak bisa pakai yang bersih itu. Situ tahu pakai yang pun.
Man, I don't know, man. Y'all know they be frauding like hell, don't they? Don't they be frauding? He looked like he's frauding, y'all. He looked like he trying to get his ass a little extra reprieve so he can stay a little bit. I don't know about that one, fam. That very skeptical, Mr. Mutombo. But y'all notice they don't ever have the ability to walk anymore. Think about it, fam. One thing in common with these damn tethers, every time they fall on the ground, somebody got to help them up and they can't walk anymore. Look at him right here, fam. I don't know. I can't get up. He's falling and he can't get up. He's fleeing and he can't get up. Look at that. Use your damn legs. Didn't I just show y'all dude the other day and he was acting like he couldn't walk? They always act like they just can't walk, fam. You walked and ran to get here. Ain't it funny how the people who flee to America, all of a sudden they can't walk when they get deported? Why is he resting on this man's knee? Get the hell up. It ain't even wet over here. Damn fleers. Fam, that's what I'm talking about. They always lose their ability to walk. Fam, they be walking all good. Fam, we got footage of these folks running across the border. Just running. They be out there swimming, backstroking, everything. But out of nowhere, they can't walk no more. Soon as deportation show up, they ain't got their limb power no more. Nah, your ass lying. You lying, Mr. Tetherman. Fam, this is why we delineate. They can call it what they want to call it. They can say what they want to say. They only saying that, y'all, is because foundational Black Americans don't accept that type of energy. That's really what it is. Remember this, fam. Anytime you keep it real with somebody, a real person is going to respect it. Whenever you keep it real with somebody, speak your mind to them, and the first thing they do is cry foul, that person's a coward. It's not you, it's them. Remember that, fam. And that's what tethers always do. Tethers always make it look like it's about us. It's not about us. Fam, this is our country. We mind our own business. We built this thing, and Black Americans are focused. The only people crying foul or upset, the only ones who can't walk, the only ones who are tearing are them. So that's the word to the wise. They always try to shame you to make it look like you're the bad guy so they can play the victim. In reality, family, you ain't the bad guy, you the real one. And they're not the real ones, they're the coward. And fam, cowards come in a lot of different ways. Y'all see that they done ran to Mr. Mayo. Fam, all that we all black, brother. Who they running to right now, though, to go have a Mayo prayer?
And Father, we ask that they would be allowed to stay in the United States, that you would disrupt this plan to detain and deport them. Father, we pray that you would expose the indignity of making people wear shackles. We pray that this would remind people of times when your people have been enslaved and have cried out for freedom and have needed you. And Father, we beg for their safety. Please.
Fam, they're going to get Mayo spirituals. They are literally running to go to Mr. Bob to get a prayer. They getting a Bob prayer, fam. Y'all see this? Y'all see what we talking about? This is what we mean, fam. Whenever the block get hot for these people, the first thing they do is they go run to the dominant society.
Father, we also pray for the nation of Haiti. Father, we ask for peace. We ask for healing. We ask for leaders who are committed to.
Look at that. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little miracle whips, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little miracle whips. Y'all see what we saying? Look who they go run to. But that's a pattern with these people. And there's another pattern with these people. They'll tell blatant lies straight to your face. Family, watch this tether say the only people that are seeking reparations are you guys. When in reality, they've been trying to undercut our reparations the whole time.
The only people that's seeking reparations are you guys. That's quote unquote Black. When whole time you are an American by way of birthright citizenship, by way of slavery being abolished, you became an American, full-blooded. You don't have to attach a color in front of your identity for it to make sense.
I don't think I'm African American. I'm a Black American. There has to be a difference between that man with that accent.
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we have totally different ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Like, if and I had to put it to my roommate like this, because my roommate was born in like Nigeria or something like that. So I had to tell him straight up, you think you Black, but if they started giving Black people reparations, do you think you would get a check? We had a different experience from our ancestors all the way to now. That's why you're not Black and I'm not African, because you wouldn't get a reparations check, but I would. You know?
I'm going to explain something to you now. Number one, stop saying you're Black American, because you are American. You don't have to attach a color in front of your identity.
Look at that, fam. There goes another one. Another person saying what we shouldn't do when it comes to our identification. Just like the fundamental Black American, just like y'all sounds like a hate group from Tether K. Now this person's obsessed with us not putting Black on foundational.
That's why you're not Black and I'm not African, because you wouldn't get a reparations check, but I would. You know?
I'm going to explain something to you now. Number one, stop saying you're Black American, because you are American. You don't have to attach a color in front of your identity. You are an American. And you need to realize that. Number two, Africans are not looking for reparations. You want to know why? Most Africans sold each other. Get it? Our ancestors sold each other. Africans had to sell each other to the Arabs and to the whites. Okay? That happened. Fast forward 2026. We are not seeking reparations.
Didn't they just have a whole reparations summit in Ghana? See, fam, they just lie. Fam, they just make up stuff. They have no shame. Fam, remember, a shameless person will always lie with a straight face. Ghana is seeking reparations right now, and this tether's trying to tell us they do not want their reparations. Why do you people even care? What do you think about?
We are not seeking for any form of reparations for those kind of things. You are, because you feel like somebody did you wrong and they need to pay for it, even though those people have long been gone. Okay? The only people that's seeking reparations are you guys. That's quote unquote Black.
Quote unquote Black. Y'all see what we're talking about? Do you see what we mean when we call these individuals out? More and more of these individuals are out there just telling bold-faced lie. Notice, y'all, that was all about delineation. What was really upsetting this person is, again, you can't be us. That's what's upsetting them, fam. And I love it. I love it with a passion. Because, family, the more you let people know off top, the more they don't come around for round two. Y'all notice there ain't no round twos with Black Americans. We tell you what it is, your ass falls back. Because you don't have a choice. There's no choice in the matter. A lot of people got life effed up. They think that there's a choice of disrespecting us. There's an option of disrespecting us. We're going to go along with it. We're going to conversate. We ain't doing none of that. We're going to tell y'all what it is. We're going to do what we got to do. And your ass has two decisions. You can stand where you are and we can remove you, or you can flee back to wherever the hell you came from and make that home again. Those are the only two basically everything else is chopped up for you. Those are your only two. And fam, the reason why we talk the way we talk is because we understand the assignment, an assignment that they love. See, fam, these folks love the dominant society. And if you listen long enough, they'll tell you they do. Oh, yes, they will. Look at this right here, family. This right here is why we tell everybody these people are not like FBA.
You said, hold on, you literally just said 2 seconds ago that you're here in this country because white people like you.
Because they like me, yeah? They like me. If they don't like me enough, I can never get my citizen. Trust me, if they don't want you in this country, they'll kick you out. You go to somebody's house, if they don't give you water to drink, if they don't welcome you, if they don't give you the guest room, where you gonna sleep at? Are you gonna sleep outside?
And you think white people did this?
Listen.
Look at his face, fam. He said, they like me. They like me. They would not accept me here if it wasn't like. They like me. He really wants to say love. He really wants to say love. They love me. Look at it right here, y'all. This man literally said they like me. Why are you so concerned with it, Mutombo?
Like me enough, I can never get my citizen. Trust me, if they don't want you in this country, they'll kick you out. You go to somebody's house, if they don't give you water to drink, if they don't welcome you, if they don't give you the guest room, where you gonna sleep at? Are you gonna sleep outside?
And you think white people did this?
Listen, not just erase the race, take the race out. The people that own this country, the government of this country, they lied to me.
He said take race out. He said take race out. Fam, aren't these the same people who are always telling us about race? Fam, remember, they always want to try to play professor when it comes to race, when really they're the puppets when it comes to race. And didn't Tasha K say take race out of it? She knows the good ones. They's not all bad. Black Americans don't say that. We handle them all.
Of this country, they lied to me. If they don't like me, if they don't appreciate me, they wouldn't get no citizen.
Never be an allyship with them because they come over here.
What's wrong with these folks? Look at him. Look at this dude, fam. He's like, no, he don't want to hear nothing that sister's saying. He don't want to hear a word. He ain't open for it, fam. He's making it clear. He disagrees. He don't understand what she's saying. He love him some massa. There ain't no getting through to these folks. So the best thing to do, fam, is just hit fast forward. These individuals are not like us. Never, not at all. And you know that, and we know that, the world know that, and we stay on that. That's the difference, fam, from FBA and everybody else. Dude don't want to hear none of it. And how many videos have you seen of that, fam? Let me make this clear, okay? Everybody on the planet that is non-foundational Black American, they always pretend to be some type of crusader against the system of supremacy, but in reality, they're nothing but puppets for the system of supremacy. They always play like they're the professor. They always want to lecture us. Only when it comes to foundational Black Americans do these people ever bring up the system of supremacy. Let me ask y'all a question. Tell me the time you've seen a Jamaican, a Haitian, an African, a Mexican, or an Asian ever bring up W supremacy without including us. Tell me a time they've ever mentioned it on their own. Tell me a time they've ever referenced it on their own. Tell me a march they've ever had. Tell me a rally they've ever had. Tell me anything that these people have done to combat the system of supremacy without including Black Americans. You can have an anti-supremacy march right now from all the Africans. You can have an anti-supremacy march right now from all the Asians. You can have it right now. We ain't got to be included. Why we got to be included? Why do you need foundational Black America? You don't need us. You can never tell that did not have foundational Black Americans included. They don't, and they never have. Why? It's because they're only concerned with the system of white supremacy, use it as a weapon against us. Remember that, lock that in. Any of my young folks listening right now, listen to Cuzzo Alpha. They only care about the system of supremacy when they're weaponizing it against us, when they can either slander our name, they can try to make it look like we're mimicking the system of supremacy, when they can play victim in the system of supremacy. That's the only time they ever bring it up. Any other time, these people's lives are occupied by being puppets and do-boys and bootlickers for the system of supremacy. Remember that. And when I tell y'all, family, that that's how these people are, these are the same folks that you just seen all of these other individuals trying to get us to team up with. These are the same folks that they're always trying to get foundational Black Americans to get on the same page with. And foundational Black Americans, we ain't doing any of that. I want y'all to see how they send out anybody from anywhere to come run their mouth. Y'all look at this dude right here. Family, this man is from Africa, and he's trying to act like he got a Louisiana accent. Fam, is Louisiana in the building? Is New Orleans in the building? I'll take Baton Rouge, Shreveport, anywhere in Louisiana. Please stand up. Why you got Mr. Nigerian, Mr. Zimbabwe, Mr. Mali, and he's trying to act like he is a black American from Louisiana. But he's saying he's an African.
Realize some shit. Y'all say y'all African American. Y'all not African American. Y'all American. I'm African American, you hear me? I was born in Africa, but I got a whole like American ditty about it. Whole American side. Y'all American. You hear me? Y'all not African American. I'm African American. You hear me? When I'm in America, they call me African. When I'm in Africa, they call me American. So I'm African American. You hear me? Realize some shit.
Did he just try to say you heard me? Did he, fam? Was that the most musty you heard me ever? I didn't hear you. I smelt you. Okay? This man just tried to hear you heard me. You heard me. No. We didn't hear you. Okay? We can smell you from a block away. Mr. Lumbumba.
Y'all say y'all African American. Y'all not African American. Y'all American. I'm African American, you hear me? I was born in Africa, but I got a whole like American ditty about it. Whole American side. Y'all American. You hear me? Y'all not African American. I'm African American. You hear me? When I'm in
that you heard me is how you gonna have a musty you heard me? How the hell are you gonna have a musty you heard me? That literally makes 0 sense. Fam, we don't ever do this with them. You don't never see black Americans going over there and just openly cosplaying. Notice that, y'all. You don't never see a black American pulling none of this stuff. We don't show up to random places, try to talk like them, tell them who they are. He's trying to tell us he's African. Yeah, no lie. We can see that from a mile away. Y'all see what we mean? Tell me you see what we mean. This is why we have to separate. This is why people come out and try to shame us. This is why they try to levy all of these different slurs against us, just like Tether K did, okay? They got to use all those terms, fam, because the main objective they have is to try to stifle us, okay? And it's to the point where they'll say the most outlandish us, because they're guilty. Okay, let me make this clear to everybody, family. The more outlandish these people become with their slurs and with their rhetoric, that's as much as they're desperate, okay? The reason why they're out here saying these outlandish things about black Americans or exhibiting this outlandish behavior, that is simply because they're desperate. And desperate times call for desperate measures. So all of them are going to these desperate measures because we've made them desperate because everything's dried up. Fam, FBA done dried up a lot of money, okay? We done made a lot of ops because we done dried up a lot of people's bank accounts. Need I proceed, family? Scam African money dried up. Foreign aid to foreign countries dried up. Political contributions and lobbyist money dried up. They can't even fund their own rallies. We've made the Democratic Party have to put up their headquarters as collateral while they took out a loan because we made Kamala Harris go into the trash can. Do you see how much money we've dried up with these people? This is why you start getting the Tether Ks and why you get the God Fleas. And this is why they drop those supremacist talking points. Don't let these people make it look like everything they're saying, they just woke up one day and they're saying it freely. Fam, this is well thought out, probably well coordinated agendas with higher up males, okay? I suspect Tasha K, Godfrey, and all of these other podcasters that are popping up every weekend, I suspect they're all getting a bag from the male society. Tasha K sat there and she said all these things about FBA, but notice she dropped in all these talking points that we hear. If you know so little about foundational Black Americans, how come you knew so much of the talking points that we hear from Tethers every day? How come we heard talking points that we hear from Democratic Shields every day? Every single thing that she said, just like Godfrey says, sounds like it's coming from the Mayo headquarters. See, we call all of that out because we see it. And when we see it, we spot it, we recognize it, and then we cancel it and shut it down. That's what we've been doing. Notice, fam, when she started talking, she had a hell of a lot of talking points that Black Americans have been out here checking for quite some damn time. Hail to the yeah. Let me show y'all what I mean by that. And let me double up and bring it all the way back. You got this statement she makes right here. And tell me where y'all have heard this before.
An African booty scratcher. They said that I cannot speak on the foundational Black American movement because I'm married to a booty scratcher. Which they're entitled to their opinion. That's fine. That's totally fine. But here's what I think about the FBA movement and any other movement that has to do with Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, Dr. Umar Johnson, all of these movements. In these movies, even Tariq Nasheed, ain't his wife like half white or something? Ain't Tariq Nasheed wife like half white? But here's what I would say about the FBA movement. It's no different than the KKK.
Fam, doesn't that sound just like it's coming from the Democratic Shield headquarters? Slander, lies, excuses, ignorance, every single thing that she just said, we've heard before. And then you always got to add up to somebody different. Remember when James Smalls said the CIA, we come to find out James Smalls is plugged in with the Ghana reparations task force at the UN? Oh, no. We got more, family. What about these talking points?
Tasha, what do you think about the FBA movement and principles that the Ku Klux Klan build themselves on, which is protecting their whiteness, their pureness?
Doesn't that sound just like y'all sound like the supremacists? Y'all say the same thing like the oppressor. You sound like the colonizer. Fam, I want y'all to notice this isn't somebody who's lost, said something out of ignorance, said something that she didn't know about, spoke beyond her term. This is somebody who's saying statements that we've been hearing for the last 10 years.
Not knowing that they are not pure, it's a lie. And I don't get involved in these types of conversations because it's ridiculous. And it's very unintelligent to talk about, to even speak on, that I would deny my own children.
Deny your own children? Who asked you to deny your children? Not one Black American has came and said, I want you to deny your children tonight. Not one Black American has said that. More slander, more slurs that are sponsored. Even further.
Oh, grandfather, my own mother, just to protect what? A movement?
A movement? We never said that we were a movement. And when she's talking about pure, we've never said anything about pure. We're just a lineage. Fam, these talking points sound very, very familiar.
Me to understand. But I've been some bad actors on y'all part. And, open to, obviously always widening my experience in life. Okay. And so I love you guys. And don't forget.
Bad apples?
I don't do that. I'm very rebellious. I'm very independent. I'm very self-sufficient. I don't follow crowds.
You don't follow? Why are you saying all this? Fam, why is she splaining? Is she splaining, Black folks? Is she splaining, y'all? This sounds like some real splaining energy right here. I don't do that. I never lied. I never told anything before. It's not what they think it is. It ain't what it looked like. Fam, this sounds very, very Democratic Shield-ish.
I don't follow along, get along game. And it is what it is. So I wholeheartedly apologize. I don't want to offend. So to any FBA members, I apologize. I refer to you as a KKK again, okay?
FBA members, fam, I want you to look at your screen, and I'm going to show y'all somebody that sounded very, very, very similar to. That right there, what you just heard, that just came from Miss Tether K. Miss Tether K just went on a whole damn barrage, said every talking point we've been hearing for the last 10 years. And family, it looked like another tether. Didn't that sound just like Joyless Flea? Fam, that sounded just like Joyless Flea. Because she basically said we're Russian bots. That's basically what she said. Every time they start hitting you with the y'all got members, y'all's a group, that's all coming from the same place who are being affected by our delineation wave. That's what it is. That right there was Joyless Flea calling us Russian bots. And they don't like the fact that we did the same thing to her. By the way, shout out to you, Joyless Flea, because you on the list of people that ran their mouth about FBA, and we done checked them and got your ass fired. And we about that cancelization life. And Tasha K about to take a seat right next to you. Because Black Americans, we here for it.
Did y'all see Tasha K crashing out on the FBAs? I love division. I love this.
They called my husband an African booty scratcher. They said that I cannot speak on the foundational Black American movement because I'm married to a booty scratcher. What I would say about the FBA movement is no different than the KKK.
You know why I love division? Because it was the unity that we had with everybody that got us fucked up, right? And now that we're dividing and being exclusionary, people are crashing out. The biracials are crashing out. The bi-ethnics are crashing out. The people that create biracial and create bi-ethnics are crashing out, right? The tethers been fucking crashing out, right? White people been crashing out. You see, everyone is crashing out because delineation is the motherfucking movement. And when we say delineate, we're delineating from all you motherfuckers, right? You weirdos, you race traders, you motherfuckers that fucking beat on women and children. We delineating from all you niggas, all you fucking weirdos. We're delineating from, because being together with y'all, letting the fucking biracials cling tether to motherfucking Black culture, letting the immigrants tether, letting all these motherfuckers do, letting the people that create all these weirdo people, letting them be with us, right, has fucked us so much. And now everybody's mad that they're getting their card motherfucking revoked. Everybody's big mad they're getting their card revoked. And I understand. I would be mad too. Did you?
Sounds like nobody is playing with these people anymore. Sounds like Black Americans ain't having it. But let me tell you what it don't sound like. It don't sound like it did a few years ago, does it? It don't sound like we gonna give them a chance. It don't sound like let them talk. It don't sound like, wait a minute, name the op, go down the list, get they ass about our space. That's the type of wave we on. And I don't care how a foundational Black American brings that energy, as long as you bring it. That's how you got to handle it. And when I say you got to bring it, family, I'm talking about things like this right here. Because you got to remember, family, the people who are so upset with foundational Black Americans, they always got a tether around them. And tethers always have different things around them. And this is what we seen when it came to Tasha K. She's got a lovely dress on, and there's a lovely elephant in the back there too. Okay, since foundational Black Americans, speak our mind. And then when you see this, when it comes to certified foundational Black Americans, maybe they met in the bushes with the bush meat. You know what I'm saying? And you see the guy in the background, he was in there trying to get him some bush meat. This is why they're so mad at FBA, family, okay? Because we don't eat bush meat. No, we don't. And then when you get your wedding ring and those damn ostriches in the back and they trying to pull up on it, well, that lets you know, family, exactly what it is. So you can see exactly what we mean, why these people all got to fall back. It don't matter who the hell they are. It don't matter where the hell they from. If disrespect comes towards foundational Black Americans, then you gonna have to receive that G check. That's exactly what it is. Somebody said, do tethers have elephants? No, they just flee from the area where the elephants live at. And family, you can run, you can hide, you can flee, but that damn honey badger is never gonna leave your side. Your ass is out with the wind. Foundational Black Americans, all we do is win. There it is. There we go. And if you look close, fam, you see a couple more. Don't be mad because we done messed up your Tetherpalooza And don't be mad that you done disrespected the wrong ones. And don't be mad that we don't get summoned nowhere. You can't summon us because we run this thing. That's why Foundational Black Americans is holding it clean. Watch this right here, family. This is what I mean. When I say certified Foundational Black Americans are doing our thing, and these people got honey badgers on their shoulders, okay? They got elephant bridesmaids. They got bush meats in the background. One thing that they better start worrying about is them homelands that they run from. See, we're not accepting anybody talking reckless about us anymore because we're looking at the condition of where your ass comes from, and it don't look too good. Y'all look at this right here. While they worrying about Foundational Black Americans, let me show y'all the diaspora. Have y'all seen this right here? Family, this is in the Dominican Republic. And these are a bunch of fleers. And you ain't gonna see one fleer, two fleer. Watch, you about to see a bunch of fleers.
Ahí. Cuéntalo boceado, ¿eh?
1. Dos.
Para allá, más para allá. Ahí.
3. 4.
Sigue para acá.
5.
Ahí.
Dale. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Acá.
Vamos por ahí mismo eso.
Ahí. 13. Ahí. 14 nacionales haitianos con su estatus migratorio irregular.
Damn! I mean, y'all loaded up like that? This is really where y'all are? Come on now.
Esa morena.
Wait, y'all did this again? There's more?
1, 2.
Uno al paso.
3.
Hey, y'all code in the chat. I see y'all in there keeping track. How much y'all had? 14 or 15? Y'all had 14? Damn. Hey, let's count this one. Let's go.
4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25.
Damn.
26. 27.
Damn. Family, there ain't no excuse for this. Why? What the hell? Wait a minute. There's more?
Uno, 2, 3.
Damn.
4, 5. 6. 7, 8. 9, 10. 11, 12. 13. 14.
Damn, fam, are they coming out of a portal? Fam, I don't think these people are in 2026. I think these people are coming from, I don't know, 2050? Are they fleeing in 2050, brothers and sisters? Ain't no way that's a van and you got that many people in there. I think this is a damn portal to the future. Straight up and down, fam. These are future tethers. No. Hey, fam, these are future fleers. These are fleers from the future. There you go, fam. They done opened up a damn portal. They just coming in and popping out. Ain't no way in hell these folks is from nowadays. No. Fam, I think on this side of the camera is 2026. Somewhere in that van, y'all, they ain't about 2090. Okay, and they still running. They still fleeing. They still hopping, skipping, and jumping, fam. The same way they was before. I mean, if I told you that they was fleeing in 2090, fam, they was fleeing in 1990. They was fleeing in 1890. So another 100 years ain't really a problem, is it? No, it ain't.
15, 16.
Somebody said a tethered time machine. A tethered time machine with fleers from the future. There they go.
17. Quick.
Get your ass up. Get up. Oh, there they go. They can't walk again. I told you, fam, he walked mightily fine when he got in there. He was walking mightily fine when he fled Haiti. Soon as deportation shows up, just like the last guy and the guy before that, the guy with the ankle monitor, fleers always lose the ability to use their legs. But they only do it when deportation shows up. Get up, get out the same way you got up and got in.
18.
Damn. Oh, no. There can't be any more. No, there's no way there's anybody else.
19, 20. 21.
Damn. Family. Somebody said there's a bush on the other side of that portal. You go. Look at that, fam. Those are the people that they're saying we're being divisive towards, fam. We just point out the conditions. Remember, foundational Black Americans, we only point out things after somebody has disrespected us. And we only point out their reality. We're not making up these videos. These videos are things that are happening, and we're simply telling you, how in the hell do you have time to focus on us, slander us, when you got those problems? But fam, I got a whole nother video. Those are the folks who are getting smuggled in, okay? Fam, I got a video of this damn Haitian dude. He was gone. He was he was running. They was on the mopeds. Remember when I showed y'all that moped that was basically deporting dude, but they really hijacked him, and he was out there getting deported on a moped? Boy, they running. You got Dominicans on mopeds chasing Haitians through the bushes. And you know you only get that right here on the Black Alpha Network. Y'all look at your screen right here. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Man, they pulling up on this dude. This dude in the bush is taking off. The bush meat and family, he was using his bush feet. Watch this right here. Look at him, he gone. Look at him, fam, he split. Dude running through them damn bushes fast as hell. Look, he's still running. He's still running. Look at him. He's still running, y'all. Man, they gone. Fam, hold on, I gotta speed it up. Fam. This is how he was running. He was running like this. God damn. I don't know what's going faster. His legs or the moped. Look at him, fam. He getting gone. He running like his damn license depend on it. He better get the hell up out of there. They ain't playing with them folks, fam. Damn. Diaspora dysfunction. I ain't even see him right there. Hey, I'm missing it. I ain't even catch that part. Fam, I promise you I ain't see dude right there. I promise you I ain't see him. He ran under the bridge. Fam, he came up underneath the bridge. He getting gone.
Cuidado, morena. Ahí vamos a gente porque hay algo con ella. El teléfono.
There you go, family. Damn. Damn, they was doing some running. Dude was getting it in. I ain't even mad at him. He was out. He said, nah, you won't take me alive. He was gone. Damn, that's what they be doing. They be skirting. They be gone. They be quick, fast, in a hurry. Okay, but here's the kicker, fam. While all of that is going on right now, let me show y'all something that they got popping off. Have y'all seen this right here? Tell me how many of y'all seen this right here, fam. Fam, they have a passport challenge. Yes, they do. Fam, do you know Haitians who have their passports are waving them on social media, making fun of Haitians who do not have their passports? Yes, they are, family. Family, don't let any of these people try to critique us when in reality, they are out there making fun of each other. Fam, they have a whole TikTok challenge where they're waving their actual passports and they're talking real reckless about each other. This is what we mean, y'all. They don't get along with themselves. This is how Haitians are treating other Haitians. Bad, bad, bad news. Watch this right here, family. These individuals are cold. We ain't your problem. You are your own problem. Watch this.
And to the Haitian Americans that are trolling Haitians who were on TPS with your United States passport, stop. You're embarrassing. You're embarrassing because you are flossing a passport from a country that, sure, you were born in, but you are flossing a passport from a country that disrespects the country that your parents or your grandparents came from. You look like a sellout. And that's what most of y'all are, for real. If I'm being quite honest. And this is why they talk about Haitian Americans. Because you're only Haitian during Haitian Flag Day or January 1st. It's weird. You either going to be full Haitian or not Haitian at all. Flossing a passport from a country that don't even like your family's home, your mother or father's homeland. Are you dumb? Are you well? Y'all are here by the hair of your chinny chin chin. And you want to talk about somebody on TPS and make fun of them when you're Haitian as well, just born and raised in America. Stop. That's weird.
They don't care about that. They don't care about none of that. No, They said they are not like y'all, fam. They saying they not like us to each other. They saying they not like us to each other. Look how these people are, fam. They don't give a damn about none of that stuff they talking about. They literally have a passport challenge where they're waving the passport in front of each other and basically saying, ha, 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 I can't be deported. But yet these people are always talking about FBA. We ain't never did that. Foundation of Black Americans, fam, we ain't never did none of that stuff they talking about. But that's what they're doing to each other. And you mean to tell me that they're trying to act and pretend like there's some type of camaraderie amongst these individuals? Remember, y'all, they don't get along with each other. Ain't no way in hell they're going to try to pretend that we're the bad seed who they cannot make amends with. Never that. Look at them right here, fam. This is what they're doing. Look at this. Look at these folks, fam. Look at them waving their damn passport. Look at that. They ain't got no love for each other. Don't let these tellers try to tell you that. Look at that. Haitians with American passports at the moment. Look at this. Look at that. Laughing at each other. Dogging each other. You see how cold these people are, family? Nah. You can't sit there and put that one off on foundational Black Americans. Certifies, we ain't going for none of that. That's a you problem. That's going to stay a you problem. But that's exactly how these individuals are, and that's how they treat each other. It's basically this, fam. I'm here, you're not. And they try to dump all of that misplaced judgment onto us, but nah, bruh, we ain't going for that. Never, not at all. That shows you that the real problem is them. It's not certified Black society. The real problem is them, fam, and they got to live on that. Let me show y'all even more what I'm talking about. There's been a lot of strange things that's been going on out here. You know, beyond us checking a bunch of lame, bum-ass gossip hosts, beyond us checking all these tethers who pop up out the woodwork and just giving everybody that certified G-check, fam, this guy got a question. He wants to know, would you go back to Haiti? And I say we would never left our homeland. But family, he's mad at Black Americans because he says under the same circumstances, we would have run. Watch this. Oh, hold on. Mr. Tetherman, there's something wrong with his hairline. Here we go. Watch.
Let's be honest. I mean, let's be brutally honest. You wouldn't go back to Haiti. You wouldn't want to go back to Haiti? Tell me right now how many of you guys, if they tell you, hey, listen, man, we're taking away your citizenship, taking away your American passport, Canadian passport, you know, French passport. How many of you guys really think that you would go back to Haiti right now? Because I see a bunch of y'all on social media talking about like, oh, instead of having them put like, you know, this thing on my foot, I would rather go back home 100 times over. Have you been to Haiti, bro? Have you been to Haiti? Because let me tell you something. I've done business in Haiti. The whole Martelly administration, I was in Haiti doing business. Sometimes you have money in your pocket and you go hungry. Now imagine not having any money in your pocket. Listen, I love Haiti. I love my country. But I'll tell you this.
But, hi fam, how'd y'all know but this was coming? Y'all notice that I love my country. Notice they always love their country when they're not in their country. They want to love Haiti in America. They want to love Jamaica in America. They want to love Africa in America. You don't really love it that much. He's telling y'all he leave. Y'all see the difference, fam? Look at him. He's proud. He's like, yeah, I flee. Yes, I have to run. Sometimes you got to run. Sometimes you just have to leave the bullshit behind. Look at this, fam. Don't try to put that off on anybody else. That's y'all people. Y'all run. Notice how running is always the first option. It's always the first option with these people, ain't it?
One phone call here because I'm a plumber. One phone call here, I can get me a job and make some money, pay some bills. In Haiti, you know what? Let me just stop.
So basically, he just admitted he hates his homeland. This guy is a homeland hater. That's what we're going to start calling these people, fam. These folks are homeland haters. They can't stand their homeland, and they try to dump all of that. They don't like their homeland energy off on the Black Americans. That's what this is really about. He's a homeland hater who cannot wait to get out of Haiti because he understands that the longer he's there, the more bad things are going to happen. Let me tell you something, fam. Jamaicans love Jamaica only when they're in America. Because when they're in Jamaica, they can't stand Jamaica. That's why they leave Jamaica. Haitians love Haiti only in America. Because when they're in Haiti, they can't stand Haiti, so they run from Haiti. Same thing goes for Africa or any of these people. The world don't respect runners. And now you notice these runners are out here trying to sell you running. Fleeing's not bad. I like to flee. We all flee sometimes. No. Yo ass does. Black Americans, we're expanders. Remember that, fam. We're expanders. See, an expansionist is somebody who goes around and they actually contribute and make things grow. Foundational Black Americans, as I've said, we built America 3-4 different times. We expand. A fleer is somebody who goes and they drain the resources. A fleer is somebody who goes and they take. That's exactly what these individuals are. Don't get mad at me. I'm only keeping it real. There's not a damn thing that I'm saying right now about any of these damn tethers that you can apply to the footage that you see with your own eyes. I'm only out here diagnosing the situation. That's all it is. They'll wave that damn flag every damn day over here. Because if they wave that flag over there, it'd be different. Let me ask y'all a question. And I mean this, fam. Based on what you've seen, have you seen more Jamaicans waving the Jamaican flag in America or waving it in Jamaica? Have you seen the Haitian flag more in America at a Caribbean Day parade or in Haiti? I beg to ask this question to everybody. How many times do you really even see Africans waving any flag in Africa inside of Africa? I ask that question. How many times do you really see Jamaicans waving the Jamaican flag in Jamaica? 9 times out of 10, when we see these flags being waved, they're being waved in America. You don't never see them waving the flags over there. Foundational Black Americans, we wave the flag everywhere we go. Shit, we got 3 or 4 flags and they all got FBA fingerprints. But I'm asking the question because I don't really see them waving their homeland flags. As a matter of fact, I've seen more foreign flags in Africa. Because in Africa right now, fam, they over there waving the Chinese flag. Yes, the hell they are. So if you don't wave your own flag in your homeland, then what the hell is the flag for? When we was young and we grew up, we always knew that the flag was meant to be waved in the homeland. You wave the American flag in America. You don't wave the American flag everywhere outside of America because that means your ass probably fled from America. You never see these foreigners waving their flags in their foreign homeland. We have this thing in America where foreigners always wave foreign flags here because they all want to love their homeland. They just want to do it without being in their homeland. And that is a tether, a fleer, a hopper, a skipper, a jumper, a coward. And fam, more and more people are coming out and exposing these people for what we've already said they were. Remember this, y'all. There ain't a thing out there being said about these individuals that Black Americans haven't said for quite some time. It's just now to the point everybody's saying it. Y'all, watch Donald Trump. And as he just signed that executive order when it came to birthright citizenship and why a lot of these people are really upset. That's why Tasha K's mad, because a lot of that birthright citizenship need not apply to some of them birthright tethers around her. But family, doesn't it sound familiar?
That have been not successful. They're people that have been, in many cases, failures. They come from other failed countries and they come here and they tell us how to run our country. They come from places like I won't mention because I don't want to get myself into a controversy, but they come from countries that are not great. They come from, let's say, as an example, Somalia. They come in and then they tell us how our Constitution, how our Declaration of Independence, how it works. It doesn't work that way. And they're not smart. They have no aptitude. They have nothing going, and they're telling us how to run our country.
Damn, we didn't say that. That's what he said. That's what he said, family. But notice the same gripes that he has are very similar to the things that we say about these people. They come over here and with us, they try to tell us how our lineage is supposed to operate.
They have no aptitude. They have nothing going, and they're telling us how to run our country. And I just don't think it's going to happen. That have been not successful.
Damn. They come over here and then they try to tell us how we're supposed to run our country. They tell Black Americans about our history. One minute they don't know history. The next minute they got a PhD in it. One minute they're puppets for the dominant society and always browbeat anything they see on the outside. The next minute they love it so dearly. Family, at the end of the day, these foreign tethers all love the dominant society. They love the dominant society more than they love Black people. That's just what it is. And we can sit there and we can play these games and we can get straight to the point. Foreigners love the dominant society more than they love Black people. That's why they all run here. Fam, when they get deported and then they fall out and start crying, that's not them crying because it's just a bad thing. That's them feeling like they're getting separated from white folks. That's the underlining thing that ain't nobody gonna talk about, but Black Alpha gonna talk about it because y'all know I keep it all the way 100 and uncut. The underlining elephant in the room, no pun intended, no damn pun intended, when I say the elephant in the room, and in this case, 2 elephants in the room. I don't know, because I don't live around elephants. But I'll tell you what I do live around. Certified foundational Black Americans, okay? From right here in the South. And the elephant in the room is that foreigners all come to America so they can be next to white people. And whenever they get deported, it's not tears of getting deported, it's tears of getting separated from the same white folks they ran to. Anybody who talks about immigration, anybody who talks about migration, anybody who talks about fleers or tethers, and they do not start off with the number one key point that all of them want proximity to white folks, is telling you a lie. That's the number one reason why they run, fam. They're not thinking about grandma back home in Haiti because they're too worried about getting next to Betty White in America. They're not worried about grandpa back in Jamaica because they're too worried about getting next to Mr. Rogers' neighborhood here in America. They don't give a damn about their wife back home because they want Chad or Brad's wife. They don't give a damn about their kids back home. They're too worried about being next to Karen and Ken's kids. Everything they do, risk life and limb to go to another country, is really about proximity to white folks. Black Americans have always known it. Black Americans have always said it. And it's about time we just get straight to it and put it on the line. Miss me with a failed homeland, miss me with the refuge, miss me with you need help. You need help to get Mr. Mayo out your mind, because clearly that is who your life revolves around. And this is what exactly we've been saying for how long? And fam, certified regulators is in the building, in the place. Certified regulators been holding it down. And if you want to know if what we're saying is the 100% honest truth, then I'm going to give you the most truth that you've ever seen in your life. When I say that these folks love the dominant society and immigration is all about being next to the dominant society, I'm going to prove to you a point that, again, Black Americans were the only ones talking about. Remember, y'all, there's a whole wave of conduct that these people do that we don't do. But I need you to focus your eyes on this screen while we bring this all the way home. Fam, did you hear this case? Did you see what ended up happening with this case? Do y'all remember when this W woman unalived her African boyfriend? You guys remember that case? I know y'all all remember that, my good brothers and sisters. Yeah. There's something that popped up in this case that's very, very, very interesting. OnlyFans model Courtney Cleanly sentenced to only 6 years in prison for the unaliving of her boyfriend. Family, she only got 6 years for openly unaliving this dude. Are you kidding me? You're talking about openly. And fam, they're giving her time served. She's going to do just a few months and she's out the door. Look at what we talking about, fam. You don't see these people making no file about this. They too busy talking about FBA. You don't see these folks out here saying anything about the dominant society, letting them get away with that. They too busy worrying about FBA. How come you ain't had a broadcast on this one, Tasha K? You want to talk about the triple K? This person right here is far more triple K than anything that anybody else has ever done. But you ain't going to bring that up though, are you? Fam, if that's not a shocker to you, can I give y'all the main thing that a lot of people didn't talk about this situation that I found out? Oh, family, hold on right now, because I am about to show y'all how this all turned out. Family, not only did this individual only get 6 years, and oh, by the way, before we go there, let me see y'all face. Before we go there, let me make this clear, y'all. This woman's on camera putting her hands on this dude. She diced dude up like a damn piece of pizza, okay? Fam, this ain't no we gonna figure it out. This was a clear, unaliving, off-rip, everybody knew it. And they gave her not even a slap on the wrist. Fam, they didn't even give her a slap on the finger. They granted her to get off. They granted her time served. They just granted her every damn thing. Every damn thing. Somebody said this the other day. they were talking about all of these people who come over here, and the first thing they do is want to go get them a Karen or Ken. Have y'all noticed, typically, whenever a man disappears on a date, it's always a tether? Y'all notice that? Typically, and unfortunately, women will disappear when they're with an abusive man, right? Typically. Only time that ever happens to a man disappearing on a date with a woman is when the man is a damn African or Jamaican or Haitian. Tell me that I'm correct. Tell me I got this right, family. Tell me y'all are picking up what I'm putting down and y'all seeing the same thing I'm talking about. Typically, people who go on dates and don't come back home because they've been harmed are females. Domestic abuse. The only time you see a man disappear is when it's a damn tether. They'll be like, oh, Mr. Mutombo, I haven't seen him. What happened to him? He went on a date with Becky, never came home, brother. I've not seen Mutombo in 2 weeks. Last time I seen him, he was spotted with Bethany. Bethany went berserko. He'll go and disappear. You don't never see no grown-ass Black American man disappear after going on a date. But you always see Africans disappear or Jamaicans disappear when they go on a date. It be Mr. Lumbumba, who's 6'2", and he'll go out with Bethany, who's 2'2", and somehow his ass disappears, and she goes home and makes casserole with raisins in it. Fam, this is what we mean about these people. But if isn't that bad enough, fam, all the evidence, everything was clear. She unalived dude. There's footage of her putting her hands on him, text messages. And remember, fam, he was trying to plead with her. He's like, no, stop, please, don't hit me, no. He was very, very nice, fam. The same exact energy you see with them getting punked on their continent from the colonizer is the same exact energy you see with them getting punked by their W girlfriend when they come here to America. Every time you see relations with these people in the dominant society, they play the role of being the victim, and the dominant society plays the role of being the aggressor. The only difference is that when they're the victim, they never stand up. They're always saying, yes, yes, sir. And in this case, yes, ma'am. Think about the reactions and the counteractions and any type of engagement that you've seen with the dominant society and people of the diaspora. They don't never fight back. So hell no, you ain't ever gonna try to lecture Black Americans. You better sit your fake professor ass down. You a damn puppet of supremacy. You ain't gonna be no puppet of supremacy, get around us and want to act like you a professor. You ain't teaching nothing. The only time you can teach a class if you teaching us how to have somebody whoop your ass. That's it. The only class you talking to, and we ain't interested in that. Fam, look at your screen. Yes, fam, I said the only time we are interested in hearing any of these people talking is whenever their asses are sitting down. Y'all, look what I came across. With this plea agreement, Christian Olumbi sees whatever, his family, finally heard what they long sought. Courtney Cleaney accepting full responsibility for his unaliving, the prosecutor said. The plea was reached in full consultation and approval of his family. His family pushed for her to get the plea deal, fam. His family agreed with it. His family gave the blessings. The plea was reached in full counseling and approval from his family. So basically, Becky unalived your family member and you helped cut a generous plea deal for her. And you gave your blessings. How many damn times does this happen, Black Americans? Y'all remember what I'm talking about right here? It's the same thing. You can only teach a class on how somebody can whoop that ass, but you can't teach nothing warrior class because that belongs to FBA. Do you think it's a coincidence, fam, that the same people from the same African continent come over here, get with the same Becky? Becky commits the same crime. The same man disappears, and the same families give hugs, blessings, counsel, and approval of a plea deal? No, it is not a coincidence, family. That is just simply how these individuals move and operate because they love them some W's. Family, they accepted the plea deal in with all their blessings and even gave a statement afterwards. Let me tell you something. When you give a statement after the plea deal, you really support the plea deal. Fam, it's one thing to say before the plea deal is struck. It's another thing to say it after. These individuals said it after. They said, hey, we cool with them. We so glad. We are so happy. Thank you very much. Don't be surprised, fam, if that family has been talking to her family. Yeah, don't be surprised, fam. I would not be surprised if those two families are talking to each other and they're saying, oh, we forgives. But that's what happens with these individuals. Again, fam, we only saying what's real. We only breaking down what they put on the table, and we breaking it down in such a certified, thorough way. And fam, the thorough energy that we be putting out here on the table is so real out here that nobody can run from it. Nobody can run from it. Everybody is catching wreck. See, when Tether Protection Service cut off, these people got cut off. And when Papa Doc had to go home, everybody had to go home. There's nowhere people can hide, but there were a lot of people saying that they were going to. Fam, let me show y'all. Up there in New York, Mondami, who was talking all that talk about sanctuary cities, Mondami came out and he said he can't even save these people from Donald Trump's wrath. Watch this.
This is a very, very sad story out of New York City. Mayor Mamdami is getting rid of Haitians that work in the city hall and other New York City establishments because President Trump has revoked their temporary protection status, TPS. So he said he have no choice but to let them go. Now, he promised to protect these people during his campaign. So I don't understand what changed now. How come he suddenly realized that he have no power to override the federal government's stance on this issue? Because he has disappointed these people, and where are they going to go? Where are they going to get a job now? This is so sad, and President Trump should please consider to, renew the TPS of these people and allow them to continue to live here and work here, because Haiti is not safe.
Family, how many of you guys think that Donald Trump is going to hit a U-turn? How many of you guys think Donald Trump is going to turn around and say, you know what? You're making a good point. I'm going to scratch this whole TPS thing. Let me ask my brothers and sisters. How many of y'all feel Donald Trump is going to find the kindness in his heart, hit a U-turn, and say no more TPS revoking? We're going to send all you guys back. You guys can come home to America. You guys think Donald Trump is going to change? Or do you think Donald Trump is stern where he's at? And y'all know I'm saying that completely sarcastically. Donald Trump ain't going to turn around, Mr. African man. But you see how they're making pleas now? Y'all see? They think Donald Trump is going to pop on TV tomorrow and say, we made a mistake. Y'all can come on back to America. Y'all get full citizenship. Y'all crazy. I see y'all. It ain't happening. And fam, Mondami was running around here talking real reckless. And now he's starting to see that it ain't what he thought it was. Watch this right here, fam. Everybody knows that it's real.
Mondani said he was forced to fire Haitian municipal workers. Mondani protested Trump's decision to end TPS, noting, quote, when we are talking about the conditions of Haiti today, they are very similar to conditions that led to the authorization of TPS. Yeah, so in other words, Haiti is what it is. We can't fix it, and we can't give everyone who lives there TPS. Mayor Mondani said he was forced to fire Haitian municipal workers.
Damn, Mondani, you were forced to fire them? That's down bad. Ain't no good. Fam, remember I showed y'all this the other day? Fam, this is what the dominant society's out there saying. Dude said, I just saw a pregnant Haitian woman at the grocery store, called ICE immediately, can't take any chances these days. Oh, all that talk that they was doing, fam, all that running their mouth that they thought was cool, oh, that done pissed off a lot of people. A lot of people done got pissed off, and they not playing those games. No. See, the Tethers thought it was okay to come over here, disrespect Americans, go home, think everything was sweet, and just ride off into the sunset. We've been telling them so much. You better watch your tone, Tether man. Tether man, your tone is getting a little out of control. Tethers didn't want to listen to us though, fam, did they? Did the Tethers want to pay attention? Tethers was trying to tell black Americans, oh no, remember the guy I showed you earlier? He said the white man likes me. Fam, they think the W likes them. They think that they got love from the W's. They think the W's would pick them out of a crowd. That's what they really think. In reality, y'all, black Americans been telling these folks, watch it. See, let me make this clear. We don't owe anybody nothing. Nobody. This is why I'm so straightforward with everything that I say, okay? This is why, fam. Y'all know we stand on stern, solid, solidified, certified business full time. Why? It's because we don't owe nobody nothing. Everybody has always take, and took from black Americans. They've always tried to run interference and assert themselves. Just blatant disrespect. Ain't no more disrespect, fam. No more disrespect. And I say no more. I'm not talking about no more for a month and then we'll get back to the disrespect. I don't mean part-time. Fam, there ain't no part-time regulator. It's a full-time regulator. There will never be any more disrespect of our lineage, heritage, and culture. Black Americans, nobody will ever disrespect us anymore. You're talking about hundreds of years of disrespect from billions of people. If hundreds of years and billions of people's disrespect, blatant disrespect, isn't enough for you to cancel it and shut it down, then your ass needs to cancel yourself and shut down. Because right now, y'all, we as black Americans, we're telling everybody that the days of them thinking that they can just hijack us or try to manipulate us, bamboozle us, are over with. And right now, what you're seeing is a stern black American who understands what it's like, who's letting everybody know, your one time that you had, that one time canceled 50 goddamn years ago. Now everything is on our time. And when you certified all the time. Let me show y'all what I mean by these people been pissing folks off, and now they done got them damn chickens, and them chickens done came home to roost. How many of y'all remember old buddy last week? And shout out to y'all, family. Y'all remember dude that was running his mouth and he was talking about we don't want to work in America? And I was telling everybody he was pissing folks off. He better calm that stuff. Watch this.
A popular local chef is facing backlash as the Trump administration ends TPS protections for Haitians.
You may know him as Chef Creole. Now he's speaking out.
Chef Creole owner Wilkinson Séjour has been open about how the loss of Haitian TPS workers is already affecting his restaurants. But after revealing he voted for President Donald Trump, Séjour is now facing backlash.
I understand that right now this is a very sensitive time for our community.
He voted for President Donald Trump. Now he's facing criticism as the Trump administration moves to end TPS for hundreds of thousands of Haitians.
I was given the impression, like everyone else, him being a business person, that he understands, how business is conducted.
Séjour tells Local 10 7 Haitian TPS holders on his management staff quit right after a federal judge this week cleared the way for the end of TPS protections for about 350,000 Haitians in the United States. He says he's now feeling the backlash for his vote and for speaking publicly about it.
A popular local chef is facing
Okay. So now you want to come around here and try to cop some pleas. Now you want to say, oh, no, I didn't mean it. I was just playing around. No. Because family, it's our job to allow this all to play out naturally. That's our job, fam. Our job is to allow these individuals to play themselves out the way they played themselves in, okay? You didn't want to listen to black Americans when we was putting you on game back in the day. You wanted to be hostile towards black Americans. Well, now you're going to have to save yourself from them same W's that you swore loved you so much, because that's what it really is, fam. They chose the hope and the wish and the coping of W's coming to save them over listening to foundational black Americans. And we the same foundational black Americans that they want to come back around. No, listen, fam, this is what it was. The FBA, we told all these individuals what it was like. We told all these individuals the dominant society don't rock with them. They told us basically to piss off while they go and get next to the dominant society. Fast forward to the present, the dominant society is kicking these people out the country ruthlessly. Now, the same people we told come back to us and say, you're going to save us? And we say, no, save yourself. Because when help was there, you wanted to go over there to the dominant society. Can't nobody at all bring up the relations between black Americans and foreigners, because there is no relation. Let me ask this, fam. And we had a live the other day, and I want to ask this question. How many of y'all grew up with Africans? How many of you guys grew up with Haitians and Jamaicans? Because I'm here to tell you right now, family, I ain't grow up with no Haitian, no Jamaican, and no African. Didn't really grow up with a lot of Latinos, to be honest with you. Seen them in passing, seen them around the way, but didn't. How many of my foundational Black Americans grew up with Africans, Jamaicans, or Haitians? And then right now, how old were you by the time you seen 3 Africans? How old were you by the end of the time that you saw 3 Africans? Fam, I'm gonna tell you right now, I was already in my mid-20s by the time I seen 3 Africans. Straight up. None. You neither. Nope. About ain't. Not at all. We got 3 not at alls, right? Back. We didn't grow up with no Africans, no Jamaicans, and Haitians. No, we didn't. Maybe a few folks out there on the East Coast here or there, but I'm talking about from the Midwest, the South, and the West Coast. Hell to the no. No, we didn't grow up with them, fam. So this notion that Black Americans disrupted something, no. Right now is our closest communications to Africans. Right now is our closest communications to Jamaicans. So what they're really doing, fam, is setting a bad example for us, because now we're seeing what we already suspected. The few ones that we had dealings with, they was always funny. You said 32, 19. Okay, see, a lot of folks didn't see in the mid-90s, 50. Yeah, fam. By the time you seen 3 Africans, you was probably already, if you are older, if you above 30, you was probably already in your 20s. So this notion that Black Americans disrupted a functioning, thriving, flourishing relationship, that's all cap. That ain't nothing more than anti-foundational rhetoric. And remember that term, anti-foundational, because we're going to start dishing that out to everybody, fam, because we're not going to let these people try to anti-us. In reality, they're anti-foundational. Saying foundational Black Americans are anti-immigrant, that's an anti-foundational statement. Yes, saying foundational Black Americans are anti-anything is an anti-foundational statement. So anytime they say we're anti, that's really them being anti, because they're trying to accuse their accusers, and it don't work. That right there lets you know we were out here doing our own thing. We was grinding, we was shining, and we didn't see these people. They never came around us. They weren't in our schools. They damn sure weren't in our neighborhoods and on our blocks. Fam, wasn't no damn Jamaicans in Alabama in the projects, all right? Wasn't no damn Zimbabweans in Savannah, Georgia in the projects. I don't care what the hell they say. They've created a fantasy world they want us all to live in. And then when we say we're not living in the fantasy world, then they get upset and then they try to slander us. Everything is about them wanting us to come out and play in a fake ass world they created. You know, the fake world where there's a coalition and people of color. They've always done that to Black Americans. They've always tried to create fake groups in a fantasy world they want us to pretend in. That's what it's always been with us, fam. The dominant society always wants us to pretend that there is no anti-Blackness and they don't operate in a system of supremacy. They'll sit there and see all these supremacist actions every day, wake up in the morning, go to work and pretend. That's the same damn thing the Tethers do. Tethers have all this anti-foundational Black American vitriol and rhetoric, and then they wake up the next day and pretend. We ain't playing and we ain't pretending. That's the thing, fam. You are out here operating in reality. They are out here pretending, and we ain't going for the games. And fam, when you seen old buddy was talking crazy, right? And he was saying he's done and he's pissed off, fam, they done pissed off Tobacco Ted. Tobacco Ted got a statement that he done put out there. Oh, yeah. You done pissed off Tobacco Ted, Mr. Illegal Invader. And Mr. Tobacco Ted said he gonna get his revenge. Watch this.
No, I never understood the big, huge mansion, cottage out in the woods. Just land to call your own. It's different for everybody, you know. But anyways, immigrants come here with a dream that oftentimes scares them, but yet they still try to reach for it. The other half, the ones that come here under the guise of immigration, the ones you refer to as illegal immigrants, they're not immigrants at all. They're invaders. See, they come here from countries and try to turn this country into the same that they left. They try to make everybody assimilate to their ideologies, to their way of life, to their culture, instead of becoming the melting pot that we are. So, from this day forth, I shall no longer call anybody who has crossed the borders illegally an immigrant. It's an insult to real immigrants. I shall refer to you as an invader and treat you as such.
Uh-oh.
Don't expect respect. Don't expect concern, care, or even consideration.
Damn.
You are now pieces of shit that I wipe off my heel. Mm-hmm. You can call me racist. You can call me a bigot. You can call me Islamophobic. Whatever the you feel like calling me. They're only words, and sticks and stones, love. Sticks and stones. I know in my heart of heart, God knows who I am, and He knows I have good intentions. Your opinion does not matter, nor is it needed, yet you'll still give it. To the invaders, get the out of my country.
And you worried about us? Tobacco Ted over there sending all types of strays your way. You out of my country. I will get you. Don't come around here. That boy goddamn pissed.
To the invaders, get the out of my country. That is all.
Damn.
You know, I never understood.
Tobacco Ted. Somebody said, is that Tobacco Ted or Cletus Clan? I think it's Tobacco Ted because Tobacco Ted and Cletus Clan, they're brothers, okay? And their cousin is Brussels Sprouts Bob, and their mother is Meth Head Melissa. I believe so. Check me on that one. Family, do you notice right there? Look how he talking. We never said that, fam. All we do is we roast these people. We say they not like us, and everybody go home. We're not out here levying out all these damn threats, talking about some, I'm not going to give you no respect, get the out my damn country. I'm going to step on you and wipe you off my shoes. Notice how all of the anti-immigrant energy is coming from the W community. Foundational Black Americans aren't even concerned. We getting money, we focused, we getting paid, we delineating, and it's about business as usual for us. But again, they skip over everything Tobacco Ted says. Tobacco Ted is out here threatening y'all left and right, but y'all don't say nothing about him. He on TikTok doing it. He on social media everywhere, but you don't say nothing. And then he comes out here and he basically tells y'all, we'll round you up to get you out of America. FBA's never said anything like that. No, nothing of the sorts. We said no such thing. You see Trailer Park Trevor. He's running around here and he's talking about being a vigilante. Nope, we've never said anything about that. Quite frankly, we're not concerned enough. Foundational Black Americans simply have a you don't exist mentality to us. We have a we're so focused on doing our thing, we can't even see you. And that's what bothers these people. They take us ignoring them as us being aggressive towards them. And the only reason they're doing that is because they need everything that we've created. And without having what we've created, they have absolutely nothing. And if you look at the condition in which they're in right now, they ain't got nothing. So they skip over the W because they love him so much. And then they focus on foundational Black Americans because they despise us so much. But the ones that they despise are the ones getting paid. And the ones they love are the ones sending their asses back to the ruins in which they came from. It is poetical irony, the fact that the same tethers who tether on the Black Americans are being untethered from those Mayo Americans, and they're being sent back to whatever country that they see fit. Let me show y'all exactly even further what we mean. Fam, we done broke these folks. Oh, all of them is broken. Everybody. At this point, stay away from FBA, man. We just winning too much. We winning so strong. Fam, now everything's starting to flip on the Democrats. Okay? Everything's starting to flip on the Democrats, but I'm going to tell you why Haiti ties into it. Do you guys know that by us delineating, now Haitians are turning on the Democratic Party? Yes, they are. See, the Democrats sold all these illegals this dream. They sold them the tether dream, the illegal dream, the alien invader dream. They sold them that you can come over to America and we'll give you everything you need because we're going to fool Black Americans to keep on making it so y'all can keep on taking it. And then something happened. Delineation showed up. And when delineation showed up, we stripped away all those things that were feeding the tethers. Remember this, fam. FBA cooked the food. The Democrats stole the food and gave it to the immigrants. FBA gatekeep, canceled, shut their asses down, and erased them. Now that food supply can't go to the tethers no more, fam. We've done a lot of things. We done pulled the plug. We done delineated. We done regulated. We done separated. But can I say the thing that never gets mentioned enough? Can I say the thing, family, that people aren't speaking about, but I'm going to say it because it's real as day and we made it happen? Family, foundational Black Americans, we've cut off the immigrant food supply. They can't eat right now. They've been eating for 60, 70 years based on everything that we prepared. Now, foundational Black Americans, we done put that deadbolt lock on that damn door and you can't come on in, so you can't go to my refrigerator. We done cut off the food supply. So this is why a lot of tethers are starving. When you see Tasha Tether K melting down, she's tether starving. When you see Godfrey melting down, he's tether starving. Why do you think Fat Joe went to Ozempic Joe? He's starving. Dude done dropped about 250 pounds. Okay, that ain't because he's on the treadmill. That's because FBA done gatekept and cut off that damn food supply. No more tacos for you. We did the same thing to Buster without the rhymes. We did the same thing to Barack Obama, the same thing to Kamala Harris. FBA and delineating done cut off the food supply. So every time you see a tether upset, every time you see them melting down, every time they blaming and playing victim against FBA, that's just somebody who's hungry. But guess what we did, y'all? We made them go right back to what they're used to. Your ass is hungry and starving in your homeland. Now your ass is hungry and starving in America because this is my homeland. Checkmate. Look at this, fam. Did y'all see when Godfrey, boy, I'm in here cooking tonight, baby. Let's go. We in here. Boy, that shit was flowing right there. Let's go. On when I impressed myself. Fam, did y'all see when Wyclef was on 154 and he started to blame the Democrats? Watch how silent Godfrey becomes. Fam, the Haitians are turning on the Democrats now.
Democrats might not like this, right? Okay. Democrats might not like this, right?
Okay.
So, but Haiti to me has always been a playground for Democrats, right? So for Haiti to move forward, Haiti needs a bipartisan front. Like it can't just, it has to be Republicans and Democrats and independents in the middle that want a better Haiti. Cause like that, then when certain oligarch families come from Haiti and they go to Washington, D.C. to lobby, right? Mm-hmm. And because they got the capital, they could buy influences in certain situations. But if there's a bipartisan front for Haiti, that becomes harder.
Why
right?
would the Democrats be upset about that?
Well, I just said it's basically has been a playground for them.
Look, fam. Look how Mr. Milk Dud, who takes a Democratic paycheck, he takes a Democrat. Fam, we exposed that this is ran by that Pink Deer liberal Democratic organization. We exposed all that. Notice how they're pushing back on Wyclef. Whenever they're talking about FBA, there's no pushback. No, the Godfrey still ain't said nothing. Godfrey's quiet. Every time Godfrey gets quiet, somebody is talking too much reality to him. Watch this, fam. Watch how he gets real quiet. And he said, well, why would that affect the Democrats?
It's harder.
Why would the Democrats be upset about that?
Well, I just said it's basically has been a playground for Democrats.
Yeah.
Like they haven't, I don't know, it's like not till recently Republicans have started getting involved in Haiti. Yeah. Haiti cannot, and when I tell you that, it means like if I'm a lobbyist from Haiti and I'm going to DC, most likely I'm lobbying with Democrats, right? So I'm like, yo, help me get this bill passed, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to help you get the bill passed, right? But at the
Godfrey still ain't said nothing. 1 minute in. Fam, he's talking about their Democratic slave masters.
end of the day, with these 12 million people, the majority of the people that are benefiting ain't the population.
At all.
80% of the population living on less than $1 a day. So what I'm telling you is, within any form of policy, right, the best results you get is when it's bipartisan. Because when it's bipartisan, it means both sides are working, you know, even with the independents, like trying to push this stuff forward. And Haiti has never had that chance. So as we move towards the future, Haiti can't, again, I say we still got problems we got to fix here. But I'm just saying,
my goodness.
But I'm just saying, when people be like, oh, but you know, what's going on with Haiti? And what I could tell you in Haiti is for Haiti to move forward, it can't be a one-sided.
Ain't that funny, fam? Nothing said at all. You didn't see anything. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we saying, fam. They know damn well that the Democrats are out there on that type of time, but they're not going to say that at all. Now, Wyclef, now, don't get it twisted now. Wyclef be on his whatever too. But I noticed, fam, that's not the only time where this type of energy is out here happening. A lot of these people are having these meltdowns, and a lot of these people are upset, and a lot of these people don't know what the next play is. Why are they calling out the Democrats now? Why? Why, fam? See, let me tell you what we've ended up doing, brothers and sisters. What we've ended up doing by us calling out the Democrats, now everybody else is doing it. Everybody else is calling them out now because we made the block hot. See, this is one of the things that people have to remember when it comes to foundational Black Americans. We're so certified, us as a lineage, heritage, and culture, and everything we do is so pure, people will start doing things that we do just because. Now people will start doing. How do you know? Watch this, fam. This is at some damn anti-TPS rally. Don't know who none of these people are. But y'all look at this right here. Watch this.
And first and foremost, I'm fucking tired of these attacks on Haiti. Let me know if you're tired of these attacks on Haiti. From the French trying to keep us enslaved, to military occupations of the country led by the US, to the undermining of the farming economy by Bill Clinton, to the attacks of Haitian immigrants who are escaping the destruction now and now facing further attacks in this country. I'm fucking tired of it all. And I think all these attacks that I've put forward, they have been very much bipartisan in their nature. It's been both Republicans as well as Democrats who have consistently attacked both immigrants and especially like Haitian immigrants.
What? Hold up. Did this Haitian dude at a TPS rally just say that the Democrats are doing it too? Wait a minute now. Oh, see, you're starting to get the immigrant backlash, Democrats. All those nice little things that you promised them, all those things where you told them they can come on down and they can get it all. Black Americans ain't allowing it, fam. We have disrupted the relationship between the Democrats and the Haitians. Haitians have cried for us to come help them. Haitians have been begging for us to come help them. And now they're starting to realize we ain't coming to help them. So they're looking at the Democrats and saying, well, wait, hold on now. I thought you said that the black folks was going to feed us. Democrats ain't got an answer for it. Oh, they're in trouble now.
All these attacks that I've put forward, they have been very much bipartisan in their nature. It's been both Republicans as well as Democrats who have consistently attacked both immigrants and especially like Haitian immigrants and the country itself. And I think it's important that what we're building here right now, that we seize on it, that we seize on this independent movement of people of the community, people in the workplaces. I see CUNY, what's up? And I think it's important that we get our unions to mobilize against these attacks.
Damn, they want to mobilize against attacks from the Democrats? Damn, family, they not talking about what FBA did, because see, the reality is, family, that everything they say that we've done to them is just BS. That's what the reality is. And when they all get home and they all sit down and they all get to reality, family, they have to accept it. You can only pull that make-believe stuff for so long. Okay, let me see y'all faces, brothers and sisters. When it all goes down and you really, really, genuinely want some type of improvement for your condition, which is terrible right now because you're going back to your S-hole countries, you got to leave America, you got ankle monitors, you're crying, you're running from ICE, you're getting snatched up, captured in the Dominican Republic. Family, you can play games on hating on FBA all damn day long. We just going to keep on your ass up out the way, PIMP slap. Eventually, you're going to have to accept reality. And now, family, they're all having to accept reality. The blame game of FBA did this to me and just making up stuff about FBA and FBA's so wrong and FBA's a hate group, fam. All that stuff is just going to fall to the wayside. Everybody knows we're lineage. Everybody knows our history. Everybody knows our ancestry. Everybody knows we're the OGs of this turf. The lies about us aren't going to hold weight. And now you're starting to see those lies catch up to them. They thought they was going to lie their way into success, but foundational Black Americans ruined that. So now they're having to face reality, and that is that you're your own problem, and the Democrats who told you that they was going to give you everything ain't working, And the Democrats who told you that you could take what FBA created and have it, we put all of that stuff to rest. So now, fam, they turning on each other. You got Wyclef talking about the Democrats is basically Haiti's a West Haven for Democrats. Damn. He's really talking about the Clintons, but he ain't really going to go there. But notice Wyclef was talking about these different Democrats and how he needs to be bipartisan. Godfrey didn't say nothing. You just seen this guy right there at the TPS thing. He said the Democrats are coming after him, trying to attack him. Damn, didn't say nothing. See, fam, now they're all turning on each other. You got the illegals fighting the other illegals. You got people making phone calls, turning in their family members. You got their own ICE agents who are setting these people up. You got their own immigration lawyers who are setting them up. Now they're all pointing the finger because disarray makes people crash out. And family, it's all disarray because of us. I want everybody to know this. See, we meet here and we break people down and we keep checking people. But remember, y'all, we're not checking these people because they're winning. We're checking these people because they're losing. These people are all losing, fam. They're all upset. What's the one denominator in every damn body that we done checked right here on this broadcast, on this episode, on this channel, going back and going forward? What's the one denominator with everybody we've checked, fam? They're all angry and they all do an interview melting down. Remember when Fat Joe got on Matt Hoffa's show? He was melting down. Didn't that look just like Godfrey melting down? Don't that look just like Tasha KKK melting down? Family, what's the denominator? We piss these people off. They go to social media, have a meltdown. They cry foul. We roast their ass. And then their situation changes. Ours never does. That's the same thing that happened with James Smalls. James Smalls melted down, said some BS about us. We checked his ass, and you ain't seen him no more. It's always the same thing. See, my job is to make sure everybody recognize the patterns. The patterns are clear, fam. We ain't checking these people because they getting off. We checking these people because they losing. We only checking a bunch of disgruntled ass ops. Fam, these are disgruntled ops. They all disgruntled. You ain't spending no time worrying about these people. We checking their asses and then they fleeing. That's it. We ain't never made so many people run to the internet and cry about us, y'all. Man, we got these motherfuckers crying. Every time you turn around, they crying. Fam, I'm promising you right now, next month we're going to be sitting here checking another damn tether. We made Godfrey go from a cosplaying FBA to a full-blown tether. Checkmate. You got Tasha K. She went from a full gossip head to telling us that she got African, Latino, Bahamian, all in the blood. We got these people out here admitting things, fam. We got these folks out here doing the cosplay confessions. They cosplay confessing, y'all. They saying, I had a hard day. I fell, twisted my ankle. My dad is from Africa. His hairline goes back to his ankles. My mother's jawbone is broken because she was doing some things with a honey badger in the bushes that she shouldn't have been doing, but I don't want to talk about it now. Family, this is what we mean. Every single thing that these people are doing, they're coming out and telling us. Why are they coming out and telling us, fam? Because they ain't got no choice. Reparations, delineation, and regulating is what we are bringing. And we bringing all that smoke, fam. And y'all know right here, we don't play them games over here, fam. We standing on business full time. You can go get one of them folks who gonna play patty cake with you. We don't do that. No games played. If you want to come talk to a real certified FBA who ain't gonna take no shorts, no losses, ain't gonna step back, gonna bring it 100%, come holla at Black Alpha. Because the certified 100 and the regulator is going to be there. They don't like this regulator wave. It's a wave of what we say goes. It's a wave of we ain't playing with you. It's the wave of we got the ancestors right here with us. It's the wave of we going to win. That's the way we moving, fam. So everybody else is moving out the way. And when I tell y'all that we are changing the world, let me show you something, family. We've reached the children. We have reached the children, fam. I tell people all the time, you got our baby boomers, our Gen Xers, our millennials, our Gen Z, and family, even the baby alphas are coming up, which is going to be the generation that I helped raise, baby. Gen Alpha's coming up and everybody's coming up. And one thing that we're all doing, we're all standing on lineage business. We're not allowing the disrespect anymore. We're loving ourselves, fam. I want y'all to remember this. Every time you check somebody, it's out of love for self. Every time you regulate, it's out of love for self. You can sit back and let somebody talk. You can be friends, but that don't get us no effing where. You've got the results. You've got the test study of what it looks like when we're friendly, diddly, winly with everybody. Nobody's our friend. Good. We don't want them. Nobody's our buddy. Good. We don't want them. We got family, y'all. And when I say our family is strong, I'm going to tell you this right now. Just like Tupac Shakur said, you think we on time, fam? You think we certified? Wait until you see this next generation. Because everything we're doing right now, we setting the precedence, fam. There's a lot of hidden layers going on right now in this era. I'm going to tell you one of the hidden layers that people aren't talking about. I'm a historian. I'm always looking at things from a historical perspective, not just the past, but the future. Family. That's why so many times here on the broadcast, fam, we're always breaking down the future and how things will be seen and how things will be saw. Everything that you're doing now, the kids are watching. You don't realize every time you regulate, fam, you just saved a foundational Black American baby. Every time you delineate, you just saved a foundational Black American baby. Family, every time you go out there and put in work, you saving a foundational Black American baby of tomorrow. Trust me. When you get rid of all these ops and tethers, fam, you just made the future better for the young folks. The young folks now was coming up underneath regulating, fam. We came up underneath the Africans Americans. The can't we all get along? The yes we can. Can you imagine the mentality of the youth who are coming up underneath certified Black society? Can you imagine how the youth is going to think they're getting raised in an FBA renaissance? We did all of the work, fam, and got rid of all that low vibrational bad energy, identified all of the Mayo ops and the foreign ops. We got rid of all that fake African love and we all Black, brother. We told everybody we ain't from Africa. We built America. Cut the damn check. That's what the kids are hearing today from us. And fam, if you want to know what I mean by that, you know your brother Alpha ain't going to tell you unless I can show you. Watch this right here, fam. We are changing the world. Imagine foundational Black America in the next 15 to 20 years with this energy that the young folks got. Watch and observe.
Somebody please tell me what me talking about issues in Black American culture and fighting for injustice in Black American culture has to do with what's going on in Africa.
Woo!
Like, you talking about all in Africa they do this and that, which they don't, because you niggas be lying. But why is niggas bringing them Africa when I'm talking about Black American issues? And I'm a ride for my people. If you look like me, you got black skin, I'm riding with you regardless. But when I'm talking about Black American issues, Africa is irrelevant, nigga. I'm not African. Somebody please.
Ho! Wait one damn minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Fam, that sounds like a youth of delineation. That sounds like our delineation is starting to spread to the babies. Family, that's not what they told us to say. That's not the script. That is not the script, young man. You're doing what the grassroots are doing. Standing on lineage business, saying I'm not African. Do you know how many years it took us to say what he's saying right there? Do you know how much money they spent to try to prevent us from saying what he just said? Do you know the message in which we are pushing? Don't let nobody tell you that we ain't changed this damn world. Don't let nobody tell you we are not making a better future for the children. Don't let nobody tell you that this delineation wave ain't running the yard. Don't let no gossip head, broke down, tether infested, run all day. Speak to folks who stand on business. We out here really getting it.
Tell me what me talking about issues in Black American culture and fighting for injustice in Black American culture has to do with what's going on in Africa. Like, you talking about all in Africa they do this and that, which they don't, because you niggas be lying. But
they be lying, fam. He's not just picking up that I'm a Black American. He's picking up that they be lying on us. Fam, that means message on top of message on top of message. If this don't give you chills, if you ain't feeling the frequency, the vibration, and the energy, you crazy. This is what we've been working for, family. This is what we've been doing. Where the babies won't be raised with the Martin Luther King had a dream and racism went away. Yes, we can in America. No, this is regulating. This is certified. Gen Alpha and Gen Z will be the certified eras. And there's nothing they can do to stop it.
Why is niggas bringing them Africa when I'm talking about Black American issues? And I'm a ride for my people. If you look like me, you got black skin, I'm riding with you regardless. But when I'm talking about Black American issues, Africa is irrelevant, nigga. Africa is irrelevant, nigga. I'm not African. Somebody please.
Damn. There you go. I'm not African. You are a certified Black America family. That's Carmelo Anthony's generation, probably a little younger. It's around Cyrus Belton right there. Okay. That's what it's about. Remember that, y'all. This is what it's all about, fam. You're just going to be here. You're going to exist in this time frame and you're going to operate. I was just sitting here the other day having a conversation with a lovely young lady. And I was talking about how nowadays, fam, I'm just doing my generation's version of what Malcolm X did. I'm just doing my generation's version of what Tupac Shakur did. And eventually, family, it's going to be somebody else. And they're going to be doing their version of what Black Alpha did. But the best thing is for all of us to make sure that the message is received. And the only way you let the message be received is that you keep that low vibrational amplified energy away from the kids. Okay. This is who they really want. Fam, see, they want to come at us, but they want to get to them. Remember that, family. It's time to build and form a force field around not only the minds, but the bodies and the souls of the young youth. Okay. We form that force field around them and we don't let we all come from Africa energy seep into their minds because that's what they want. Okay. We don't allow these individuals to insert these lies and these slanders about us to the kids. We instead combat that with self-pride, with self-energy, with identification, with uplifting, with elevation. And if you look at the sentiments that are expressed by that young brother right there, you clearly see that our statements are reigning supreme and he's reflective of the grassroots. That's what we always wanted. We always wanted the grassroots energy to command our community. What do I tell people all the time, family? I say this is the first time in modern history where the grassroots controls the Black community. It's always been a tug of war. One going this way, one going that way. They never want the grassroots to be the controllers, the commanders of the community. They always want it to be the bourgeoisie, okay? Because the bourgeoisie can give you a male version of what they feel is the course of us. We're going to give the uncut version. Anything outside of the grassroots isn't real. That's why it's called the roots. There ain't nothing real on the planet than roots, family, okay? Nothing really. The most strongest thing on the planet Earth are roots. You can lay right now, family, layers. I'm talking about mountains of concrete. Plant one tree underneath that concrete, and it's going to rip that damn concrete to shreds like a piece of paper. That's FBA, fam. That's what I call the concrete soul. And our concrete soul now is reaching the kids. It's reaching the youth. And the more that they talk, trust me, fam, there's millions more. Just like when I talk, there's millions more like me. That's why I'm always telling y'all, family, I ain't nothing but the voice of the voiceless, and I ain't nothing but the people's champion, y'all. And when you say you the people's champion ain't meaning you the champion of the people. That means that you're a champion from the damn people. And that's what it is. So I'm loving the vibration and the energy, and I'm here to keep everybody on track to let you know every time you delineate, you done saved an FBA baby, and every time you done regulated, you done made an FBA baby's life even better. The work we do now, the regulating we do now, the checking we do now is paying dividends, and you already are watching the dividends. So if you're watching that now, imagine the next 5 years, or say the next 10 years, imagine the next 20 years. It's only going to grow. It's only going to build. It's only going to sustain. It's only going to maintain. And whenever they speak, they better speak and call us by our name. That is foundational Black Americans. Nothing more, nothing less. To the best. We are out here doing what we're born to do. We're out here fulfilling our destiny, and we're out here walking in our own path. Nobody else can share it, family. Nobody else. So for all the ops, all of the fleers, all the hoppers, the skippers, for anybody, let me tell you something. Fill in the blank. Whatever damn problem you have with foundational Black Americans, whether it be you ain't as fly as us, whether it be you ain't as clean as us, you don't get money like us, you damn sure don't look good like us, whatever problem you have with FBA, get your little pen and your little pad and fill in the blank, okay? And I'm here to tell you and all your little problems, F you. We getting money, we standing on business, and this right here gonna be there for you forever. And winning right here will be us forever because it's always been. Family, I'm going to send y'all a certified salute from me, myself, Black Alpha. Y'all, we're going to break down the Tupac Shakur case that's going on right now, fam. So y'all stay tuned for that, fam. We're going to do a whole thing. We're going to break that down, and it's going to be good. It's going to be lovely. But I had to leave y'all with this FBA spirit, this FBA soul, because I am Black Alpha. I am your certified brother, and y'all know we stand together, y'all. That's what we always do. And when we lock tight like this, can't nothing change us, y'all. Can't nothing change us. So bring on all the ops. Bring them on. Bring them on. Every last one of them. Come on. Come on, fam. We got smoke for days, fam. When you on legendary status, y'all, and you living like an icon, everything else, easy work. Lay them all out. And FBA prevails, FBA #1, and FBA is here to stay. I want y'all to enjoy everything that you got going. I want all of y'all to enjoy your day. It's been another roast. Fam, we done put them out of business. We done canceled them. We done erased them, and they won't be talking no more about FBA. Never that. But one thing for certain, fam, is that when I say I need all my regulators to stand up, fam, I need all my regulators to stand up, okay? Because no matter where you go, fam, go out tomorrow and just regulate the nearest whole issue you see. If you see something that's off code tomorrow, just check it. Checking is good. Checking is good for the soul, family. Checking make your teeth whiter. So if you see something off code, check it, fam. Because every time you check it, they got to respect it. All right? And Foundational Black Americans is here for the show. So with that said, I want everybody out there to enjoy your night. And I want everybody out there to smash the like button. And I want everybody out there to be your good foundational Black American self. And I want everybody out there to know that me, Black Alpha, #1 activist, your brother, I love all of y'all with a passion. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. I'll catch you on the other side, and they know what time it is. Every day, all day, #1 G-Check. Certified salute. Always remember, no matter where you go, no matter where you at, that black is beautiful, and beautiful is always black. Now, let me let the greatest rapper of all time bring us home. Yes, indeed. Tupac, let him know, sir.
Kid, what y'all think? If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man?